his head down like one of those, one of those chimps that have like lost their mate in London Zoo. He just sits there like, a broken animal. Karl, what are you thinking? Where are you on the happiness scale now? Of 1 to 10. Karl.
On about a 3. Go on, Steve, what are you going to do?
Well, we were talking earlier about stuff that happened while we've been away.
We don't talk
I haven't been this upset since Skunk and Nancy broke up.
Yeah, I know. Cheryl Tweedy.
Tweedster.
We've done that. We've done the Tweedster.
Well, of course, the war.
Is that all done and dusted now?
I think it's pretty much over. I think we've sorted that out.
Okay, good. What annoys me is people going at Tony Blair and Bush, right, for like bombing stuff and all that. But my point is this, right? Those bombs have all been bought and paid for.
Yeah, the taxpayer, they're yours. They're
and I'm not a scientist, but I think bombs go off.
I think so.
And if you don't use them, you lose them. So let's use them.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like tinned food. It lasts for a while, but eventually it's going to go off.
It's like anything. Oh, we better eat that. No, don't open the fresh stuff. Don't build the fresh ones. Let's use the old ones.
Exactly.
So
because they're just stockpiling there, and they cost us millions.
I know. We want to see if they work as well. What? We've never tried that one. Use them. Use them on just Oh,
exactly.
Karl, who would you bomb if you could?
I wouldn't.
No?
What do you mean?
Well, imagine you could bomb a country. You're not actually going to bomb them, but you're just going to frighten them. Just going to put the frighteners on them.
Frighten them, yeah.
You're just going to go, I'm going to bomb you, and then obviously
they'll go running, hiding under tin shelters and that.
Yeah.
Ricky's house?
No, come on. What country?
No,
what country?
I wouldn't. Honestly, no one sort of makes me fed up or anything.
No one makes you fed up?
Not enough that I want to bomb a place.
You're not actually going to bomb them.
I won't get involved. I just say, let someone else do it.
Sure.
What about you, Rick? I got a list here.
You know who I'd threaten?
Go on.
The Swiss.
Oh, they've had it easy.
They've always had it easy. They've always chicken out.
It's that equivalent of having Mondays off.
Exactly.
Like, we don't want to fight.
Exactly.
You can both walk through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a carpet.
Exactly. While we're busy sorting out fascism.
Yeah.
Or Osama bin Laden. They're just chilling out.
They're holding ours and Hitler's coat.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Little weed.
Yeah.
Both turned on them.
Yeah. And I'll tell you who else. This will just frighten them up. Just shake them up a bit. Iceland.
They've had it easy.
Because they have stayed out of everything. They have not been involved in anything, as far as I can tell.
But you don't have to bomb them, do you?
Eskimos, they've never been involved in
anything. I know,
anything.
but don't bomb them, just pour hot water on their igloos.
Exactly.
Just send a plane over with warm water.
Yeah, with a big flask. Yeah. No, just to shake things up a bit, just to keep them on their toes, that's all it is.
Why would you live there?
If you could choose, I've
If
no
you're
idea.
an Eskimo and you're born, little baby, you grow up and you go, what? I'm sorry, I'm eating ice and fish for the rest of my life.
Well, fair
you're
enough.
having a laugh.
Fair enough, like years and years ago, but now, presumably, they're aware of the proper house and the fact you can live in, say, Somerset or the south of France.
I know, but it's like, haven't they learned? It's sort of like, they haven't even got, they're not even on as good a thing as the North American Indians. Now they're sort of pissed up.
They got
smoking
gambling.
fags, they live in lovely little cages.
Up.
They're all brought to their little village. They're having a whale of the time. They don't have to go hunting anymore and killing buffalo. And the same with the Eskimos. Let's get them some beer and fags down there, knock the igloos down, build them some lovely little semis or like...
Or just a little kind of trailer or a caravanette or something like that. It's got to be better. It's got to be preferable.
I know.
Some of them now have got TVs built in, Rick.
I know.
And showers.
Yeah, they've got cable and stuff, have they?
Yeah.
Or is there one sort of Icelandic
you
channel?
get satellite or whatever, wouldn't you?
Magnus Magnusson.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably doing... There's loads of Mastermind reruns.
Yeah. And Pingu. Just on a loop.
That's porn over there,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Oh, brilliant.
No, well, that's like a hardcore documentary.
This is Racist FM 104.9.
Yeah. So, who would you like to see bombed? Or not bombed, not bombed, but just put the frighteners on them.
Yeah, it would
Email Ricky.Gervais, XFM.
Anyone. Any nation or anything. Karl, thoughts?
Play a song?
You're not working for your money. You're not having Monday off. We've got to do something Monday. Let's plan something Monday, just to get him in here. You've got 2 hours for 8 hours off. You don't do an 8-hour day anyway.
Rick, how much is he getting paid?
He's getting money for this. I think his wage went up last time. So he's getting paid to be here, extracurricular, extra work, right? So it's moonlighting, and they're giving him a day off.
Yeah.
And he's contributing nothing.
Nothing.
Huh? What, Karl? You say something, mate? Huh?
What's going on?
What?
Going on with yourself?
Well, say something back and earn your money.
Well, let's just play a song. We've done a bit of stuff there.
You idiot.
Don't say we, mate. I've not heard anything from you. We've heard your contribution. It's a classic, If I Can't Change Your Mind from Sugar on XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant.
Mouldy, up to his old tricks.
That's right.
In the shugs.
Should we just...
Yeah.
Shall we just hear Karl's name
Karl.
that film?
Come
again?
on, Karl. Come on, hurry up. Do work. You got half hour, then you get Monday off.
Come here. Well happy now I've had that.
So Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
What's Karl's email address? Is it Karl.Pilkington at XFM? So everyone sends an email on Monday just so he gets back and he's got to do something on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have took the load off on Monday. I don't know. XFM. BAMP, 50 Cent on XFM 104.9. Me, Ricky Gervais. You, Stephen Merchant, and you, Karl Pilkington. Alright? What are we doing then? How are we going? Karl, how are you feeling? On a scale of 10 now, happiness scale?
Just building back up again a bit.
Yeah?
Probably on about a 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
What changed it?
Darkness growing on me. Love that, love the darkness. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the Best Of.
Depeche Mode there, and I Feel Loved. Who'd have thought Depeche Mode would have been that huge? I think I've seen little lads from Basildon with little plinky plonky sound. I thought they'd be like Visage or something. That'd be it. And now they're stadium rock fillers. They're huge. They conquered America. He went through some hard times. He came out the other way, and well done.
But see, I think what you just said there is a very good example of why they are and why certain other bands aren't. Because if you think about it, for me, you see, whenever I think of a band name, if I see a new band's come along or whatever, I always use a very simple test, which is, can you imagine that you're the announcer at a huge event? Maybe it's like broadcasting around the world, like Live Aid or
Nelson
something.
Mandela
Or it's a
concert.
Nelson Mandela Freedom concert.
Yeah.
And you can imagine someone
He's there.
Nelson's there.
Yeah,
Everyone's
with the
there.
Spice Girls.
Oh, they're all there. But you can imagine someone saying, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Rolling
gentlemen,
Stones. The Who.
exactly. But you can imagine someone saying, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Visage.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome our headline act? Welcome Idlewild!
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Ned's Atomic Dustbin. It doesn't... Do you know what I mean? You just know.
The Levelers!
Some bands aren't going to make it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mega City 4. Do you know what I mean? It's
So it's just a simple test. We'd like you to do that at
If
home.
you're thinking of starting a band, or you've just named your band, you're just beginning, just phone in, tell us, or email in, tell us what your band name is, and we will use that simple test.
And we will do the test. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage...
The Franken Walters.
Jimmy Eat World!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Cooper Temple Claws. I don't think it's going to happen for those lads.
Here's a good
It's
one.
a simple test anyway, but
100 reasons, please welcome to the stage. 100 reasons.
100 reasons. You two, the sweetest thing on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
So, we're with Karl in the week. So, well, what can we do this week? I was saying, well, don't do Rockbusters. That's dead in the water. I hope the listening public agree with me. He's going, well, you know, I want to teach you stuff again. Remember what I taught you last week? I went, no, no idea. Were you joking? I went, no. And it was, he went, Ivan the Terrible goes like a fella's eyes.
Yeah.
He actually said Ivan the Terrible at the time.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. This was a man who had built something for Ivan the Terrible, and then
but his idea of education is telling someone something that knows more about the subject than him, so they can correct him when he's telling them it. And so I said, well, I don't know. And he gets annoyed that me and you are dubious against monkeys who perform bank robberies. And he goes, but you believe in Newton. He doesn't know the difference. I was trying to explain the laws of the universe, right? He was going, what do you... And so all I come up with, I thought somewhat interesting. You know when you tell a child maths, you say you've got 3 potatoes and you've got 4 potatoes.
Yeah.
I have to do that with science to Karl.
Yeah.
So I ended up saying, imagine you're in a shopping trolley with loads of house bricks. If you throw the house bricks out, you'll go the other way. He loved that.
Right.
He didn't you?
Because I didn't know that would happen, and it's sort of useful to know. It sort of explained a bit to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I like doing stuff every week. I think listeners go away going, well, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Karl told me something there.
They forget it instantly, just like we do. We're
don't.
friends of yours, and we forget it instantly.
No, the annoying thing with you is, Steve, not so much, Ricky, at least he'll listen now and again, you'll just dismiss stuff straight away. I told
Karl,
you loads of stuff yesterday, I taught you loads of stuff.
But Karl, what you consider education...
What did you
hang on, what you consider education, I consider tittle-tattle.
Well,
It's not education. Do you know what I mean? You seem to think it's education. It's just kind of gossip, stories you've sort of half read.
right, all right, example of yesterday. Goldfish have longer memories than people think they do.
Yeah.
You said no, it's rubbish.
No, we didn't. We said, where'd you get that from? We said, oh, really?
From?
Yeah.
There's not enough information there for it to be educational, because what you've said is
also
longer than
relative.
you think. I don't know.
Because that as a statement, it has no objectivity. Goldfish's memories are longer than some people think. That isn't a fact.
Exactly.
Because we don't know how long do people think a goldfish's memory is. Do you see what that isn't a fact? Whereas Newton's laws of physics and the universe are.
Right. Yeah, but it was just a little thing. And I taught you more than that. I said about there's loads of Chinese people. If you put them in a line, you can't get to the end of it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
There's loads of Chinese people.
We know that, but what? If we put them in a line, we can't get to the end of it?
We just say there's about 1 billion Chinese people in the world.
But what really annoys me is, right, I read something on the internet the other day, because I'm always trying to learn stuff.
Yeah, no, you are. I know you are.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're having a go at me because you're saying, well, what does that mean? Yeah, there was a report on, I think it was on Anova or BBC News website. It said, the world may end in 32 million years. Right, first of all, it says may, it doesn't say it will. And 32 million, who's going to argue with that? And yet they're allowed to put that on a website. You're not having a go at them.
No, but Karl,
you didn't read on.
There's more information.
That wasn't meant to be a newsflash to worry people. That was like, oh, scientists have discovered that possibility. That was just like.
Yeah, but again, possibility.
No, but Karl,
yeah, but
there's other paragraphs that you haven't read. You see, that'll have to give explanations as to why they think that might happen. So therefore, it becomes a news item. It becomes educational. It's not just the headline, the bullet point. The headline's just supposed to draw you into the story so you read on. That's not all the information.
But then I was trying to come up with things to excite you, and I realised that I was opening a can of worms. I was trying to come up with facts for him. He was going, give me facts. So I said, oh, okay, why can't an owl, why does an owl have to turn its sort of head 180 degrees? And I said, it's because the eyes are so large, it has to have a huge focal point for its sight, that they can't move within the skull, right? And he went, well, why'd they do that? Why didn't they just do it, give them normal eyes, and then after I've turned their head? I went, what do you mean? Why didn't they? He went, well, whoever did that. I went, well, it was evolution. It was, he went, it's like giraffes. I read the giraffes grew their necks to eat food. So they didn't grow their necks to get the food. The ones that had upshots lived longer and so got the food and passed on their. He went, yeah, but why didn't they just give them wings? I went, why didn't who just give them wings? He got angry and went, whoever gave them the necks. his understanding of evolution made me fall on the floor.
Who do you imagine is they? Because you don't believe in God, do you? So who is it you imagine is they?
Well, whoever made us sorted us out.
Who?
I don't know, it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Karl,
there's no will to evolution. It's natural selection, isn't it?
I still don't get it, though. We talked about an hour, didn't we?
I know.
Yeah, but to be fair, I watched as Ricky tried to give you actually what was quite a concise and educated version of evolution. He tried to explain it to you, and I have never seen a person lose interest quicker.
But I tried to use actual fact, then I tried to use metaphor and analogy, then I showed you some computer programs to show what biofeedback is and everything. I tried all these things, and Steve's right. You were looking out the window.
Have you ever spoken, Karl, to someone who's got Alzheimer's disease? And you try to explain who you are, and they're listening, and then that's what you're like. It's extraordinary. I've got another fact for you, Karl. Might be of interest to you. This is the final one. The ancient Babylonians had What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst. What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but we'll work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton.
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well, anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, all right? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
people walk past, go, "What's up with you?" They go, "Oh, my foot hurts," and they go, "Oh, you've got to do this to get rid of that."
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, "You've got that wrong with you."
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact that he goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of
Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, "I've got a headache, and I go take some Nurofen," isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given him a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
If it's weird, it helps.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be major news. The other day there was something about this fella who I think he wanted to be an actor, right? And he was trying all his life to be an actor. Couldn't get a gig anywhere, right? So when he died, he said, "Right, I'm going to leave all my money to the theatre as long as that theatre uses my skull in that play they do with the head."
Hamlet.
In Hamlet. So that's that sort of news, and it's weird.
Right.
What money did he have if he'd been a struggling actor?
He had some money in that.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm interested in, what he did. Yeah, that's what me and Steve. Yeah, that's what me and Steve are interested in, what he did, how he earned his money.
So, because you were going to educate us this week with some interesting facts.
Oh, yeah, come on then.
Is that it, or have you got more?
Well, that's weird.
But that's not educational. You didn't give me his name, you didn't give me when, you didn't give me what theatre.
No, but also to take from it. Do you know what I mean? If people listening and go, "Well, I'm a bit like that," it's like if you've got to be dead and have your skull on stage, that isn't the job for you. That's what I'm saying. If it takes that much, give it up, do something else, right? What else have I taught you?
I don't know.
You haven't taught us. You've never taught me anything.
See, we'll just have to sort of...
What, agree to disagree?
Right. I don't know what you can sort of learn from this.
Go on then.
7-Up, the drink.
Yeah.
Right. We're actually on air now, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
right.
it.
Okay,
This is it, baby.
This is a radio show that we're paid
Forget
for.
that then, forget
no,
that.
come on, 7-Up.
It's not really... Not
It's not,
important.
it's not interesting or important.
Go on, come on then. Come on.
The little red dot, that's above the 7 on the can. Do you know, it says 7 up and the little red dot.
Yeah.
That red dot's there because the creator of it was an albino and he had red eyes. And he had that little thing there as his little trademark.
Is that true?
It's true.
That's quite interesting.
Right then. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that important, but it's interesting.
If it's true, that's interesting.
It isn't. It's true and it's interesting.
Okay, that's good. You know, Coke used to contain real cocaine. So
Well, they used to be medicines, didn't they?
tonics, yeah.
No, they were medicines. I read that tomato ketchup and Coca-Cola started off as medicines.
Probably not a medicine, probably more of a tonic, because it probably a pick-me-up, wasn't it? If I had Coke in it and caffeine and sugar, and same as ketchup, probably lots of vitamin C and lots of sugar, it was probably more of a tonic. It wasn't really a medicine. They didn't say, cancer, have this on your chips.
It's some HP.
Wasn't a medicine, it was...
Well, it was, kind of.
All right, okay, let's agree to disagree on that particular one.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Is that it, Karl?
what
Because
else?
you've been
Any other
educated
facts?
this week. You've given us the 7-Up thing, okay.
I've told you about the goldfish.
Not really, but yeah.
He didn't say anything about goldfish. This is your fact, right? You know what? Goldfish might have longer memories than some people think. That's not a fact. That under no circumstances would imagine Magnus Magnuson saying, what animals might have longer memories than most people think? This is goldfish, correct? Imagine that as a question. How is that a fact?
If you ever have children, are you going to educate them with this kind of drivel? Is this how you're going to raise your kids? So their minds just pumped full of
That'd
this
be my
rubbish?
job. I'd keep them interested with stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Suzanne does the proper stuff.
Yeah. So you agree there is some proper stuff?
Yeah, but I wouldn't make him do it. I'd just sort of leave the book there And then if he read it, I'd go, that's good. That is.
What book would you think? What, the 50th, freakiest people ever to be born?
Give him that to start with.
What would you tell me your favourite was? The little fella who was playing the keyboard?
That or the three-legged fella.
Yeah, okay. So he's learnt that. That's the first day at school. What would you teach him the second day at school?
I don't know, because
why do owls have to turn 180 degrees to look the other way?
Because they've got big eyes.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
What do you mean? What's it mean?
Can I just... I don't think you should have children.
Well, Suzanne's always saying, she'd like to hear tiny feet running around the flat. Stuff. Yeah. I just said, let's get a little midget cleaner.
Right, haven't got long. We better give the winner. We got monkey news coming up.
We haven't really got any monkey news.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's nothing going on, seriously.
What do you mean?
The last few weeks I've kept telling you.
No, right. This really annoys me when you say there's nothing going on, because you call it monkey news, but it's not monkey news. You have stories, dubious stories. But shut up a minute. About it's always chimps, which annoys me. You call it monkey because they're apes, right? And it's often from the 18th century, so it's not news anyway. So don't tell me there's no monkey news
what I'm
this
saying
week.
Is, if there's monkey news worth doing, I'll know about it. And there isn't anything, so let's leave it.
Right, okay, you are going to give me some monkey news, I'm telling you, you are going to give me some monkey news, or we're not leaving.
Right, well, my mum sent me some. Right. I got a little letter from her doing the usual sort of stuff, telling me what she'd been up to and that. It was a little thing about somewhere in Lincolnshire or something.
Right, good.
Do a bit of monkey throwing.
Oh, God, what do you mean?
Because some fella got attacked by one once. And sort of to remember him, on this certain day, they go, oh, it was today, wasn't it? And that fella got attacked by a little monkey and that. And something about chucking monkeys about.
That's horrible.
I don't know if they're real. I think it's just like to remember.
All right.
But that's the only sort of stuff that's knocking about out there.
But it's not, that's not.
I've got my mum and dad on it, looking all the time.
There must be more monkey news than that.
There isn't nothing. I mean, there's bits and pieces. There was a bit about Donna Eyre, how when she has a kid, she's going to let a gorilla look after it for a week or something. But apart from that, it's dead out
true.
there.
Well, I don't know what that means.
She's well, that's it. Apparently,
well, it's not true. She's not going to let a gorilla look after a child.
No, it is. Apparently, a fella works with him or something, and
this is rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
How can she let a gorilla look after a baby for a week?
Well, forget it.
Sorry, have you ever heard her speak? Can I just give you a little fact here? Someone's emailed in for you, Karl. They've sent an interesting fact for you. I think you're going to be interested in this. Don't read it on the email. Let me read it for you. I think you'll be excited. An interesting fact from Karl. That's from Toby. He says, Attila the Hun punished some fella who annoyed him by cutting off his arms and legs. You'll love this. And stitching his arms back where his legs should be. And vice versa. Look at his face. Look at a little smile that's just cracked on his lips. That is the kind of fact you've been waiting for all day, isn't it?
So go on, again, so...
Attila the Hun, right? Some guy he didn't like. He cut off his arms and his legs, and he stitched his legs on where his arms should be, and his arms where his legs should be. Look at him looking at his body, trying to picture it.
Yeah. I'll let it sink in for a little while, then I'll ruin it for him. Karl, what are you thinking?
I'm just picturing it.
Well, he would have died. It would have been tokenistic. There's no way that person could have lived through it. So it was just for Attila the Hun's fun. He probably put him on a stick outside his gate or something. There's no way in those days that he could have gone through complete limb amputation and...
So would he have wore a jumper for pants?
Who's the winner of the competition?
From Walthamstow, it's Joe Ogden. Well done, Joe. You got the correct answer, which was what? The
fella with two heads at number 50.
Number 50. Is that it? Are we off?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Right. Cheers. More of the same drivel next week.
Bye.
There was a woman about 4 houses down. Right. Rough. Now, she used to wear leggings.
Yeah.
No, they're a bad idea.
They are a terrible idea. I agree with you there, Karl. If you're a lady of
what
the
colour?
Normo persuasion...
Were they pink?
No, they were sort of black, but with all bits on them.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean?
What, toast and just horse droppings? Yeah, go on, yeah.
And she used to She's quite a big woman.
Sure.
Pauline Quirk, I think
Yeah,
we described her as.
Looked like a light bulb when
It
she was
is those
bending
kind of
over in
women that are
leggings.
attracted to leggings.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They are drawn to them like a moth.
Yeah.
She used to wear them, and that's what I remember when I read this piece. And she used to work on one of those sex line things.
Right.
She used to do that. But
what was she, an engineer?
the weird thing with her was, she had big eyelids.
Right.
Go on.
That were too big, and this is what I was thinking.
What
right?
do you mean she had big eyelids? How big do eyelids have to be for you to go, they're big eyelids? What was she shoplifting with them? Would she come out of Dixon's with, like, radio stored in them? What do you mean she had
No,
big eyelids?
It was another one of them popular things around our way. Do you know? Like,
What do you mean popular things? They didn't
people
go,
have
they go, oh, I'll tell you what, they're all the rage. Can I get some big eyelids, please?
No. It was just like one of them things that people suffered with. Just big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's one of them popular things round where I grew up. People had big eyelids. They could hardly open their eyes. What does that mean? What sort of freak town were you born in? You had webbed feet people with big heads. You got women with big eyelids. What does big eyelids mean?
Are you confusing her with the horse?
Yeah. Did she have hooves? Look, what? That might be the last one ever.
I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, honestly.
Where'd you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
And so you didn't go to school much?
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
yeah.
How many holidays were your parents having? What was their income that they could...
No, my dad used to work nights, and he used to travel back, because to Manchester from Wales, it wasn't that far. And
Manchester to Wales?
He used to do 4 on and 4 off, so me and my mum were, like, loving it.
But what Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port
Just
Maddock,
down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed The Prisoner.
right?
Oh, so that's cleared up for me. Location-wise.
So what did you do then? You were in this little 2-berth caravan on the back of a Cortina estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? I want the. What was
Granada, Ford Granada.
it? Ford Granada. What are we talking? 1980.
Yeah, 82, 83,
80, right.
84, 85.
Okay. And you in the car down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
Remember Ruth?
It's just,
Oh, yeah.
it's just a holiday camp.
Yeah.
And had an arcade and a beach. I was loving it.
Yeah.
But, so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume, I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway. Let's just say, I don't know, you go to school 45 weeks of the year maybe? Generally, most kids?
Nah.
Bit less.
Bit less than
About
that?
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off for summer?
Well, we'll work that out. That's what
About
I mean.
6 off for summer, about 3 for Easter, about 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
So I was there more than was in Manchester.
Did the school authority not come and check you out?
No, they didn't.
Didn't get Manchester, I suppose they didn't care, do they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They're lucky you turned up at all. Why did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you know that when you could take in any game?
Just play with everyone else's. Why, I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Well, this
point.
answers a lot. This does answer a lot. The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were talking about it yesterday. About
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off for the summer. Yeah.
Anyway.
And did you go to university?
No.
No. Did you go to sixth form or college?
No.
When did you leave school?
When I was about 15.
Right. What, you just went on holiday and didn't come back?
I just got a job early, didn't I? Cause
Where was it? Port Maddock?
Getting there. No, I was a printer. BM Print in Trafford Park.
Well, that's great. That's a little interview there.
yeah, little
next,
there.
I'll be interviewing Steve Merchant.
But I thought, right, what they could have done. Remember when I studied Che Guevara?
Yeah.
Right? And don't be offended by this. It's just an idea because they did it with Che Guevara. Remember when they cut him up?
Yes,
Remember?
they cut him up, yeah.
What was the reason for cutting him up?
Well, they cut up Che in order to try and... you told us that they were going to send bits of his body to Fidel Castro and various other people, wasn't that right?
As a warning, wasn't it, though, to all the people, like, one to...
Yeah, my understanding was that they cut him up in order to so they could bury him in different places, so that there'd be one shrine. There'd be not one place that you could go to in order
Right.
to
Well, a
sort
little
of make
bit
you into a
like
martyr.
that. A little bit like that. I've like
I can
6
vaguely
queues.
see where this is going.
6 queues, and it's like number 1. You can go and pay respect to her head or whatever.
Oh, God.
No, but I just was thinking the way of speeding it up I'm not having a go. I'm not, because they haven't done it, so it doesn't matter. But
God.
they did it with Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Everybody would have felt like they've got close to her, and it would have speeded it up.
No, I mean, but I can understand.
Can I just say that genuinely, Karl is not being disrespectful here. This is his best idea to cut down the queues. So don't phone in. He's not suggesting we should have done this. He genuinely is. Well, but I mean, he's not doing it to be nasty or wacky or you know. He thinks this is a good idea. So
Can I just throw a thought at
Che
you?
Guevara, who was like a powerful man who did a lot for the world and what have you.
Yeah.
And
Have you heard that? I feel slightly responsible for this because have you heard of the quote, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing?
yeah.
Okay. Steve, next one.
No, just a very quick question. I can understand those that have queued for 12 hours to see the head. I'd be a little bit annoyed if I got there to find a toe.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what they could do without chopping her up. They could put about 9 queues. Each could see each hip she had.
That's true enough.
Because she's had about 9 of them.
Yeah.
So it'd just be, if you want to see the whole body, it's a 12-hour queue. If you just want to see a couple of the hips.
Here's another suggestion for you, I've just thought, right?
What?
Instead of everyone queuing to see her, why not put her on a trolley and wheel her past everyone else?
Running. So
Yeah, you could have some students on Rag Week. They can combine it, like when they're always pushing a bed. You know, they could just run it along the queue.
No,
that'd be fantastic.
That'd be disrespectful.
Right, as opposed to the chopping up.
So,
Sure.
Right.
but just an idea.
Just I apologise now. If anyone's offended.
Anyone offended, I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your last room 101?
Oh God, it was holidays.
Holidays.
Well,
You want to put holidays in room 101?
people who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
We've sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long though. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, you know, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and like the lesson here is, you know, if you want a good holiday, you got to like spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for 2 of us for like a month or something ridiculous. And we got there and, you know, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. You know, it's a ropey hotel. You know, you can tell like the blinds and stuff as you walk in, they're all dirty and stuff. And you think, well, let's make the most of it. You know, let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet, you know, like you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning, meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible. The food wasn't good. And it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? Not there's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection for
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was
not
strange
at
that there
all.
was
Yeah, but even midgets shouldn't be cutting in on Karl Pilkington's
No,
territory.
I know, no.
But it's also that thing of, you know, they've got little fingers. And it sort of
God, I'm
ruined-
so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure. Oh, God.
But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
He just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it.
Just, you know.
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets
What's
listening.
going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget theme restaurant, then just we'll talk you in... Last, when you were away, Karl, we worked out if it's 1 in 10 people are sort of like gay in some way, with 1 billion Chinese people, there's 100,000 little gay, lesbian Chinese fellas of some sort. What do you think of that?
What do you mean?
Well, if I think so it's some sort of form of gayosity, whatever it's called, is sort of like 1 in 10, right?
1 in 10 people are gay, apparently.
That's,
Right.
that does seem a bit high, though, doesn't it?
I thought it was lower than that.
What? You mean more than that?
Yeah. But
I
maybe
don't think
not,
so.
yeah.
And I think that's of any sort of nature, anything.
But what time did they do the survey on the streets as well? Because, you know, they go out late, so if they're doing the survey sort of around lunchtime, forget it, they're not going to get any.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They're all asleep.
But if they're out at, say, 1 a.m,
Well,
It's going to be higher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you know Carl's favourite song, The Killing of Georgie? A little fellow, a little gay fellow goes out and he gets beaten up and that. Karl went, yeah, but would it have happened if he'd have been going out at a decent time?
True.
But clearly in the lyric, it says Georgie left the theatre before the final curtain fell.
Yeah.
Now, theatre's finished about 10:30.
Yeah.
So even giving him half hour, I reckon it was only about 11 o'clock. So you're talking rubbish there.
are you sure that wasn't his curtains in his flat and he's closing them before he goes out?
No, he was at the theatre. But I'll tell you what, I just realised something. Maybe where most people were going home after theatre, he was just going out.
Exactly.
That theatre to him is like a matinee.
Exactly.
Isn't it? He's off out clubbing, isn't he? He's off down, he's going to get some ammo, he's going to get a couple of butt plugs, and he's not even going to start dancing till midnight, is he?
Have any of us ever met any gay people? It's just, I mean, our view of them is, I don't know. Email in if you've met a gay person. Tell us where we're going wrong.
Yeah, have any of us ever met a gay person?
I mean, the way we talk about it is just like, have we ever met Chinese people? I've seen them out there wandering the streets, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation.
No, here's the irony. I definitely know and have met more little gay fellas than little Chinese fellas.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any little Chinese friends?
There was a girl at school who was Chinese, but she was kind of inscrutable. I couldn't get close to her. She was sort of mysterious.
Right.
Rockbusters?
Yeah, brilliant.
Right then, this is where I give you a little cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band or an artist and stuff like that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Sort of being the operative phrase there.
Yeah. Let's see how he reads this clue.
Yeah.
This is going to sound like Oscar Wilde.
Clue number 1.
3 different clues. Clue
Oscar
number
Wilde
1.
was Chinese, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah, it was illegal then.
Right. Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Sorry?
Right. Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Are we back on the gay thing, or is this... This is the clue?
That's the clue.
Right.
Clue for Rockbusters number 1. Will you just leave the entrance to my garden alone, will you?
Right, that doesn't count because I know what it is.
And what were the initials?
What are the initials?
GG.
Correct.
Yeah, right, but you've got to pronounce the artist correctly. I'll pronounce the artist because I know what it is.
Don't ruin it.
No,
People-
when the answer comes, I'll pronounce the artist.
Right, can we just focus, please, on the quiz? Go. What was the clue again? Give it again.
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing with it, right? GG.
Okay.
Right?
Next.
Doesn't count.
Next.
Incorrect.
Don't phone, but you can send a message on my mobile if you want, right? That's
Yeah.
T. It's another little easy one. And the last one, we were sharing out the mail sheet.
Right, that doesn't count either.
Can we just fuck...
I know what that is. I know what that is.
I don't care. We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
And number 3, we were sharing out the mail sheet, and I think I got the best one. Right? DG.
DG.
Yeah. So quickly again, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing about with it.
Yeah.
Right? GG.
Yeah.
Don't phone, but you can send us a message on my mobile if you want. Right? That was T. And the last one, we were sharing out the mail sheet, and I got the best one, so that's good. Right? DG.
All right. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Have we got any prizes?
Do you want to have a look?
Well, don't worry about it.
Oh, this is
don't worry about it.
pathetic.
Have we got any prizes?
Just, look, the clues
fine.
are rubbish, the clues don't work, the show... this is pathetic. Play a record.
That's what it should be called, and the clues don't work.
Blur, out of time on XFM. Well, we're not out of time. We've still got an hour left, boys.
Hey!
Luckily.
Brilliant. A lot of emails, obviously, about the Chinese. People as fascinated as we are. I don't want to discuss it, interminably, Rick, because there's so much to say, and we've said most of it in the past.
Yeah.
Get a couple of emails. In fact, I think, Karl, you told us this information. Remind me of it again. If all the Chinese people in the world were...
We're in a line on that, because there's loads of them, you'd never get to the end of it.
Right.
No, it's not that.
It is
It's
that.
no, if all the Chinese people formed a line and started walking out of China, you'd never get to the end of it.
That's what I just said.
No, it's because, though, they'd be having babies. You know what I mean? Still, it'd be adding to it all the time, wouldn't you?
But would they be walking and shagging and having babies as they're walking out?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
I'd love to see someone organise that. Maybe the Record Breakers team.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Ross McWhirter or Norris, who is it? Who's the one that's alive?
I forget Norris, I think.
Norris, right? I'd love to see him to coordinate that.
Yeah.
1.2 billion little Chinese fellas. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah. And where are they walking out of China? Which exit are they taking?
They're taking the...
Through Tibet? Or?
I think it's the... Gate 9 Slip Road, the M43,
right.
to St. Petersburg, right? And they go, and walking, and shagging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because some presumably are dying as they're leaving.
No, but they live to 120.
That's true.
So
they claim.
So, well, we know Karl's theory on that. Do you want to just tell new listeners your theory about when all these Chinese people get the records for oldest people in the world? Come on, what's your theory, Karl?
Leave it.
Karl,
just that they're probably lying.
Why?
That's all. Because a lot of them don't age that well. Some of them do. A lot of them don't, and they always look older than they are. I read the other day, right? Do you know the one who was the oldest woman in the world, right? Chinese woman, right? The way she did it, it was...
She didn't die. That was her secret. Yeah. What she did, she got up every day and didn't die.
No, she was like awake and that, and then she'd have 2 days just sleeping.
Right.
So she wasn't really that old. When did Wimbledon finish?
A couple of weeks ago.
Right. Found myself sat there, right? I'm not having a go. I know we stopped Cheeky Freak of the Week and all that, right? So
Christ.
I'm not going to be having a go.
Christ,
I sat there.
I'm scared.
No, I'm not having a go. You've always got to remember that.
Go on, just get on with it. Get on with it. I'll apologise after.
I'm just saying, watching Wimbledon, it wasn't, one of the major games. It was little fellas in a wheelchair having a game. Little fellas in a wheelchair.
Right.
But for me, I mean, great. They're doing a sport and everything. Don't put it on the telly.
What was up with it?
There wasn't like a rally going on. No, do you know what I mean? Do you know normally, like with well, not to Endman, but with some of the other, with some of the other players and that, they're playing for ages, aren't they? It's like, who's going to win this and that?
Yeah.
None of that. It was just like, hit it, net.
Oh, Christ! Oh, God! I don't know what to do!
And people were like sat there watching it as well, when they've got other games going on in there. That's what I couldn't understand. If you've paid your money to get in...
Yeah. I
mean, like I say, good on them if they... Do you know what I mean? But it would have been...
And they all start first in the marathon.
I just thought it would have, give them a game of swing ball or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I understand.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There's never anything
XFM in the community.
Can anyone confirm, actually, I had an email earlier,
swing ball?
No, I'm not having a go, though. Tell them. This is what I'm like, aren't I?
Sorry, this is recording you as well. What do you mean I'm not having to go tell them? Do you think you just said that to me? Do you think you haven't got a microphone? You just said to London, keep wheelchair sport off the telly because they can't get a rally going. You called them little fellas in wheelchairs. What? And I meant to go, what Karl meant was... What? I mean, what? They can hear you as well.
Yeah, I know. It's just that they might think that I'm having a go, and I don't want to. That's why I stopped Cheeky Freak of the Week, because some people got the wrong end of the stick.
Right.
And what have you. So,
well, it was funny that a woman was born with deformed legs. They might think you were taking the mick.
So anyway, I just was wondering if anyone could confirm. We had an email earlier, I forget who sent it in, but thanks very much indeed for it. They said that the Paralympics began this week, and apparently during the opening show, the entertainment was provided by Riverdance. Now, I don't know if that, I can neither confirm nor deny that, but it does seem rather tactless. Let's play a tune. Ricky Gervais.
Don't put my name to this last link. Don't put my name to this last link.
Ricky.Gervais, XFM.co.uk. Oh. Magic, Virgin, if you're listening, we are available probably sooner than we thought.
Making plans for Nigel. XTC on XFM 104.9. Well, you seem a little bit happier now.
Oh, yeah. It was alright. I'm a bit worried. Like I say, the last thing that we just talked about, I don't want people thinking, we're having a go at anyone, because it does do me head in. Because I'm the one who always has to deal with it as well when people do.
What?
We're just having a chat about tennis and stuff.
Yeah, the little fellas in the wheelchair, as you put it. Yeah, what are you worried about?
Just that they think we're having a go and that, because sometimes I do have to take calls and deal with all this stuff, right? You don't see that. You don't see the hassle I have to go through.
No, but I don't often say things where I'm likely to get a complaint from someone.
But I'm just saying it wasn't meant to be taken badly, do you know what I
You're
mean?
allowed to say you thought the quality of tennis, because they were confined to a wheelchair, was poorer than, say, Sampras versus Agassi. I don't think that's in question. It wasn't as good a game of tennis. That's what all you were saying. You weren't saying they shouldn't play or
wreck the grass. Which leads us nicely into
Knob news.
Oh, it's the welcome return of knob news.
Right, okay, it's very much like the news at 10, this, isn't it? I do a bong, or in this case a schlong, and he gives me the headlines, the knob news of the day. The big, where have you collected all this knob news? Was there a lot of knob news this week?
it was mental this week. The amount of stuff. The way it works, you give us the bong,
Yeah.
I'll give you the headline.
Okay.
Steve decides which stories we're going to talk about.
And now on XFM, knob news. Schlong.
Man grows knob on his arm.
Schlong.
Man gets doctors to make him a second knob.
Schlong.
Turkish prisoners made hole in cell wall to produce third inmate.
Schlong.
Doctors accidentally remove man's testicles.
So, well, can I straight away go for the accidental removal of the testicles?
Well, it's happened before, hasn't it? We've talked about that before.
Well, how did what did he go in for a tonsillitis? What are they called? Tonsillectomy. And he went in the wrong way. What are you talking about? How can they accidentally remove his testicles?
It says, he didn't look at his folder, and the doctor said to the fella, "Oh, we've removed your testicles and we wanted to take out your prostate gland." So that's what happened. There's the story. This is what I mean. That's why I don't like going to the doctors.
Yes.
It happens, doesn't it? Because all these sort of it's when they say things like, "Oh, it's just we do loads of these operations." That's when they're not concentrating.
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? When they say it's procedure, that's like having a boring job that you do every day when you're not going to be concentrating. I prefer them to go, "This is a tricky one, this."
I know what you mean. I sort of do know what you mean.
People, you watch TV programmes about, like, you know, removing someone's second head or whatever, and there's like the best surgeons from all over the world.
It's televised. They can't make a mistake. They can't go, "We took his legs off by mistake."
Whereas the fella who's having a prostate's like, "Oh, do you want to do it? I'm sick of doing them."
Yeah.
And they're probably doing a crossword whilst writing it.
Of course they are. I've seen that actually in operating theatres. They're doing a crossword.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll pay for you to take history again.
Carl, we'd love to see you get a C or above. And
Well,
we're
I'll
willing
pay
to...
for you, and I'll get you some books. Right, now listen. We can, let's get, I reckon, when are the exams? June?
Something like that, yeah.
We'll try and register next week, and I reckon you can get an A or B.
I'm
history.
Busy, I'm busy.
In history. No, don't worry about it, it's just easy. I get you Brody's notes. If Heat magazine, they love you, Carl. They could probably sort something out. They could probably pay for a tutor. They got a lot of money, they sell a lot of magazines.
I mean, it is always, almost always, and you found that out, I discovered this, it's always the Tudors and Stuarts. There's no fear for them not coming up. Now, what do you already know about them? You must already know stuff about Henry VIII and Elizabeth.
No, because it's too long ago to even get interested in. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
Is that why you didn't?
It.
Okay.
The Anderson thing, it was like, God, you know, I bet my mum and dad were in an Anderson shelter. You know, this is interesting.
What, when they...
Oh, my granddad would have, like, had something to do with this. But the Tudors, it's like, I don't know even if they had a family back then.
Play a record. If we come back
Hang
to
on,
this.
hang
Sorry,
on.
Steve,
Because I need to introduce my the new feature.
Yeah.
For the
I
record.
don't know if I had a family back then.
Carl, listen, let me just ask you now, right? If you can finish this sentence, we've got a chance. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Died. What is it?
We just need to do a little bit of work, but otherwise I think you're going to be fine. It's how you remember what happened to Henry VIII's wives.
They're little...
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
It's like spam. Support... What's it? Support, protection, anchorage, movement. That's how
You're going to... That's nothing to do with the Tudors
No,
and
nothing to
Stuarts.
do with the skeleton.
Yeah, see, no, we're not doing biology.
Mnemonics and acronyms.
What happened to Henry VIII's last wife? Did she die, or did she not die? Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Do you know that the only king that has got a moustache is... No. The only king that hasn't got a moustache is the King of Hearts. on the playing cards.
Karl is genuinely, I don't know if he's actually upset or embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? You were 15 and didn't go to school.
If you were my friends, I think you would have just said, "Oh, we can't find them."
Why?
Because
But you just matter, though.
What's to do with that?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's ridiculous. Do it again because you want to learn, because there's great things in the world to learn about. Don't worry. Look, GCSE is vocational. Is vocationally for a 15, 16-year-old to go on to do A-levels or whatever, or to get results. But you don't need that because you've done very well. You don't care about the Tudors and the Stuarts. I mean, you know.
I mean, I've had a couple of jobs, not this one, because you don't need qualifications to get a job.
Obviously.
In the radio.
It's obviously a job.
Absolutely right.
But
Yeah.
the ones that I have got in the past, I did, because I didn't collect them, I had to lie. And I didn't like go mad. I didn't say I had A's and stuff. But I didn't put history down because I didn't even know I did it.
So it's a bonus.
I kind of treated myself to like a D and a couple of C's and that, so it's like, well, he's not.
I love the fact that Karl even then was honourable. It's like, I'll at least put down the ones I think I took and lie, but the ones I didn't take, I won't lie about.
Yeah, and don't give yourself a B. If they're going to find out you lied, give yourself a B next time,
It could
Karl.
backfire, couldn't it? I mean, my brother's a bit mental, and he used to do things like go for jobs and say, "Oh yeah, I've done this before," like being a mechanic, and he's never even picked up a spanner, and yet he'd have the confidence to go and try and fix cars. Well, I'm not that daft, but God, and he.
Who do you blame for this?
That's just an easy way out. I have to blame myself. No?
Yeah.
What was the teacher like?
Well, there's loads of different ones. I didn't like. I mean, the history teacher, it is my own fault because with her, she's a bit mental, and I used to kind of stop the lesson by saying, "Oh, miss, tell us about your fireplace you've got that is made from a gravestone." Because that's what
That
she
would
had.
stop any English teacher in their
No,
tracks.
and she loved telling you about it.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh,
I learned
brilliant.
that from a
So
teacher,
that's why I
yeah.
didn't know about divorce, head loss, and all that.
Yeah.
Dandruff legs.
Because-
Horse, head loss, dandruff legs.
But remember now, divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded survived. That's all you got to remember.
So yeah, the things that annoyed me was like you get bored sat around the pool after a couple of days. I'd read my book.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on the.
Not even any
complex.
crabs to throw sand at, was
No
there?
crabs or anything. They wouldn't bother with Lanzarote, right? So decided to go on a little trip. That's when I saw the volcanoes and that, 36 of them. So we go on the trip, and the thing that annoys me, it does happen every holiday that you go on. If you go on a sort of a package thing, they have these trips, right? And you pay about 40 odd quid, and they give you some wine, so it make it feel like you're getting your money's worth. But
How many of these trips have you been on then? Loads.
Probably about 12.
Phew, more holidays than I've had. Go on. Yeah,
So
go on.
anyway, so you're on the coach, right? And they take you for the volcanoes. They took us in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing else round there.
Sure.
It's like I say, it's like Mars, but with holes in the ground.
Yeah.
Right. And they sort of drop you off, and they go, right, everybody, see you back here in an hour. There's loads of volcanoes for you to look at, and a coffee shop over there. And you know for a fact, right, you don't need an hour there. You could just say, well, just keep the engine running because I'll have a look in this hole, we'll get back on, give us 5 minutes. Don't need an hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf. Absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges. It's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Blimey.
Wow. He bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh,
We could
brilliant.
hire-
I'd love to have seen him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me, and you were a bit
Terrifying.
scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, stop! And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point, he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, watch the tree, right? So,
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Anyway, the first shot I got out my driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that. Because it's always the first one, because it's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So, he tees up, and I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want to lose 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like right angles, straight into these the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's like impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around, and then his second shot, I go, you know you're off a 3 now, if you take another shot. He went, oh, right. So it's his third shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
I was rolling about, and we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something.
Sure.
It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There's no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep, and he was late.
No, do you know what I mean though, Steve? If you're sort of like nice and warm and what have you, I was tired anyway. I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm gonna have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason, it didn't come on, but I thought it's all right. I'll just. Doesn't matter. You can have a bath in the
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so...
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, hassling me. So I said, well, it doesn't normally take that long for me because, I haven't got, like, long hair. I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah.
He's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes. 10
wow,
minutes.
lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter. Dinner wasn't until 7:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 7:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up. So I said, yeah, all right. So I get out and drying like my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later. No, I don't. I don't like that.
You're not going to do that, though.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on. So I end up going downstairs to the meal area
naked
with a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got a headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know, yeah. It's so right. We are knackered because he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even exercise. That was Bowie and Waterloo Sunset.
But what's her name? I tell you what is interesting, Steve. I didn't know that much about it. Autism.
Okay. Oh, good. With some more entertaining stuff on XFM 104.9. Just to cheer up people. Go on, End. What? Go on.
No, right. Have you heard about it, Steve? What
autism?
It scares me to death when he comes up, when he touches on a serious subject. We've been talking about wheeling a dead pope round, the Chinese don't age well, and ginger people are hated. And now we're going to touch on a really, my heart's in my throat. Go on, Karl, then. Tell me your insights to autism.
Right, well, there was this, again, Channel 4 coming up with some good stuff at the moment, right? It might have been Channel 5. But what's the name?
It's the attention span that I like.
It's these people who, they've got like this autism thing going on.
Yeah.
And they sort of take in a lot of information. They get sort of they get so into it that they know everything about that subject and what have you, right? And there was this lad who, he knew everything, right, about EastEnders.
Right.
He sort of, the cameraman was saying to him, why EastEnders and that? And he said, I don't know, I just like it. And he said, I remember when I first watched it, it was a Thursday, it was 5 to 8, Pauline Fowler walked in, she had a pink jumper on, she said, all right, love. And he remembers everything from that moment on.
Yeah.
Right, and everything, which is great, but then the way the programme was making out, it was almost like they were saying it's a disability.
Right.
When in a way, it's more like a superpower.
Sure. Like Rain Man.
But if you can take it,
Rain Man.
No, I'm
he
not.
has special autistic powers.
Oh God!
We were so for Rain Man.
I don't know what to do.
So
I don't know what to do.
he would be a great
there's
contestant
other
on Mastermind.
things.
Sort of autistic
Sorry.
Mastermind. He'd
Well,
be
what I'm
dynamite.
saying is, don't be watching EastEnders though. Sort of, why didn't they give him an encyclopedia and say, get into that?
Sure.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
Keep him away from EastEnders. Wasting his time there. But I don't think it is a disability.
No.
Yeah, there are other things, and they're not. It's also autism is a matter of degrees. From what I know, and I'm sorry to have to do this, but I feel that I have to at least be the voice of reason, as ill-educated as I am on the subject. But I think there's degrees of autism. I think some are higher performance than others. There's other issues with it. It's not they're just got good memories. They don't go around doing tricks for people because they can remember stuff. There are other issues with it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, well, I mean, they seemed a bit...
But you watched the programme. What did you learn? That he knows when Pauline Fowler came in.
Yeah, I mean, there was other bits where they couldn't control their emotions and stuff.
Oh, that other little bit, yeah.
But the main bit of it was he can soak up information and stuff, and I'm just saying it didn't seem really bad. Do you know what I mean? There's disabilities where people say that's a bad disability. It's like how people say about...
This is brilliant. This is just like this is amazing to be in a room with this man. It's incredible. You just wind him up and listen to what comes out. And I'm going to sit back now. I'm not going to defend you or explain anything. Just go on and tell me about the other disabilities that are worse.
No, what I mean is how people can sometimes easily get mixed up. How people are scared of like a cyclop. When at the end of the day, he's got a disability. A bloke with
Who's scared of a cyclop?
No, it's
apart
just
from
like
Jason and his Argonauts. Where's this cyclop that you're scared of?
No, I'm just saying in history and in books and that.
No, not in history. History happened.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You're mixing history with Greek mythology and Roman mythology and every other type of mythology. What do you mean there wasn't really a giant cyclop that went round picking up ships and throwing them around? That's not history, Karl. Do you think Batman's history?
No, but it was ages ago, wasn't it, when we were sort of forming.
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen ages ago. I'm saying it didn't happen.
Well, it might have done. I mean, what's so ridiculous about a fellow with one eye?
In the middle of his head, and he's big and scary and lives in a cave.
Why is he scary? Because if he had 8 eyes, I'd be scared of him. At the end of the day, he's got a disability. We'll talk about it in a bit.
So could we bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on and that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been
not
earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
Yeah, he did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Karl, is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope?
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens, though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, but air resistance does and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Karl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these 2 things off the bleeding tower of pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. Why do you need to know
Bring me
that?
Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
and a
as a
car that I
cement
just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway, so I learned that. And then...
What?
You learned his name.
Yeah.
Other people I learned the name of this week.
Oh, if a chimp could watch telly. Go on, Karl, go on.
Right.
He said one today, he saw my salamander, it's not a euphemism, he saw my salamander and it's just sitting there in the tank.
Your exotic pet?
Yeah, and he's worried about there not being a lid on, and he said, I went, what were you worried about? He said, wow. He said it sits there for 24 hours a day, obviously planning to get out.
Well, he's got nothing else on his mind, and the daft thing is, he has actually got the lid ripped up a little bit. And he'll be looking up there, and it's going to get out.
But what's the worst that could happen?
What's it thinking? What do you think it's thinking, this salamander?
It's got its eye on the DVD player.
The first cut is the deepest.
Let's hear it, Rick.
On this album as well is The Killing of George. Georgie Part 1 and 2, remember? About the gay bloke. Georgie Boy was gay, I guess. His favourite song. Karl's favourite song, right? And I was going, oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. I said about, and I said, did not intend to take his life. He just pushed it when he gets mugged and killed. Do you know what he said?
Go on.
I was sitting outside, I was singing, he went, well, as I said, they go out too late.
They go out too late?
He meant gay people go out too late. He went, no, they do. I went, what do you mean? He said, well, they're always out, they go out when people are coming home. He said, if he'd have been in bed by 10, he'd still be alive today.
That's a sobering lesson,
And he went,
Karl.
there's one that works here and he's shattered every Monday.
Oh, if you're gay and you're listening, just be in bed earlier. Go out when sensible people go out.
Yeah.
You're right, we're not on the continent, Karl,
If you're gay and you're not in bed by 10, go home.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Now, right, okay.
Someone's mentioned Daphne from Scooby-Doo, and but I've always had a soft spot for Velma.
Velma.
Because Velma's no glasses. I mean, I'd have
She's
had
clever.
Can I tell you what would have happened if I was in that environment? I was maybe on the...
Your glasses would have got tangled up.
I'd have always had I'd always been making a play for Daphne, right? And Velma would have fancied me, but I'd have always ignored it because I was playing for Daphne. And then when I finally realised it was never going to happen with Daphne, I'd have blown it with Velma.
Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sometimes those, they might, appreciate honesty and go, listen, I've been hitting on the good-looking one.
Yeah.
Oi, Four Eyes.
Yeah.
Do you fancy it, Chubbs?
Exactly.
Something like that.
Let's be honest, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah.
I'm wondering, I don't mean to be libelous, but Velma, she was quite short, the glasses, the short hair.
Lesbian.
Hung around with the dog and
Lesbian.
the bloke. I'm beginning to wonder if she was... Yeah, maybe.
I was like, see, unfortunately, I said lesbian there, and you still carried on with your assessment of what it is to be a lesbian. It's bad enough doing the cliches of having short hair, but you said the dog.
Yeah, well, she hangs around with a dog.
So do lesbians do that?
Well, have you seen some lesbians? They're right dogs. Good night. You see what I've done there? You know what I've done there, Rick? Comedy award winning. Oh, God. So, Karl, you were going to a wedding last week. Was it last week or the week before?
No, it was last Saturday night.
Yeah. And he said, looking forward to it. He went, no, it's going to be boring. Suzanne was listening, knows that the couple were taping the show. So she had to get in there before you, didn't she? She went up to him and said, look, when you're listening to the show and he says it's going to be boring, he didn't mean you, he meant weddings in general. I love the fact she has to run round and clean up after him. It's great, isn't it? How was it?
Do you not like weddings? You're not a fan of them?
They're only good for the people involved, aren't they?
What are you talking about? You're getting free food, free booze, free music?
Yeah, but it's just all hanging about, and there's loads of people there you don't know.
Absolutely, I agree.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to make an effort. And even the bit that was important, right, when they were getting married, right, there wasn't enough chairs, because it was, all the family gets the chairs, don't they? So I was sort of stood at the back. Stood at the back in that watching, and I couldn't hear what was going on, because a woman was breastfeeding the baby.
Oh! But what how loud was this baby going away? You couldn't hear what was going on?
So it was slurping and that, and she was like, I just thought, how hungry is it?
Could it not have waited? Because you've all got to wait for the buffet or whatever later.
I know.
But also just in this.
Well, there was two, wasn't there? Why didn't you?
The only thing that annoys me with weddings is the gift. It's the gift thing. Because, you buy these gifts, right? You spend a little bit of money, maybe. I like to be a little bit lavish if I go into a wedding.
Oh.
Well, no, come on. You get a gift, right? You package
You're
it
having
up.
a laugh.
And I don't know about you, Rick, but I like to see the response. When I give a gift to someone, I want to see the feedback from that. You know, this is very much...
I want to see what it is that's Jane bought them and
exactly.
put my name to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I have to, oh, thanks for the... I go, oh, no worries.
No worries.
No
yeah.
worries. Yeah.
But certainly, I mean, we talked about it before. But certainly, it's the amount of money spent and the amount of time given to the gift should be correlated by the amount of the response you get.
Absolutely.
Give a book token, a shrug is fine. But if I give, anything sizable, I want them to be showing it to friends. If it's a bar, I want them to show it to the barman.
You want to go, look what Steve Merchant got me. Yeah. He's the greatest man in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You go to a wedding, you turn up with a gift. You could have spent, upwards of £15 on it. You turn up, you walk in, you say, "Excuse me, where's the bride and groom? I want to give them this gift." And some bloke, normally the brother-in-law, says, "Oh, no,
or the brother-in-law's mate.
Yeah, sorry, they're too busy to see you right now. Just stick the gift on this big table with all the other ones."
Yeah.
And they'll get back to you
in a week.
It may be 6 to 8 weeks after the honeymoon. They maybe write you a note. They won't thank you personally. They'll write you a note.
It'll be a general thank you.
It's a general thank you.
Your name in different type.
Yeah, but it might have some vague reference to what you did, but it won't really be personalised.
Yeah. The set of mugs, again, will be in different type.
Exactly.
Thank you, Steve Merchant, for your wonderful gift. We love mugs. Yeah, yours.
Yeah, exactly. and a photocopied signature.
Exactly, yeah. It's not right, is it? Oh dear.
And also, of course, as well, if there's a baby involved, perhaps they had a kid out of wedlock, and that's why they're getting married. There's normally the little baby signature as well. I hate that. Like the baby signed it. From Paul and Sharon and little Billy.
Be Ben these days.
Ben.
I reckon. What do you think, Karl? How was the wedding, by the way?
Did you buy a gift?
Suzanne sorted something out.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Oh, actually, no. We're going away, having a week away with them.
That's your gift.
Yeah.
What
we're going away. No, we're going away to Cornwall or something, and that's it. We've sort of paid for a place to stay, and coming along and that.
And their gift is to spend a week with you in a confined space.
They'll have a great time and that.
Will they?
Yes.
I had some exciting news this week, Karl. You'll be pleased to find out. I'm worried that you might get a little bit jealous because it's obviously going to impact on your world quite strongly. Because I know you think you'd like things to be quite samey. You like the status quo to be maintained. You like the fact that in the past, we've had some crosswords. Because I remember. What did you think of me when I first walked in? When I first came in on the first day of XFM?
I don't know why you're making a big deal.
Do you want to bring it?
I'm just being honest, though. I'm just being honest about a lot of people who see you for the first time sort of go, well, he's a bit weird.
I know that, Steve, that you brought it up, and then you're again.
But I'm sure that wasn't what he said before.
No,
did he say before?
Yeah, well,
he was a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he looked at you, and I knew. I could see by the look of his face. You know when your kid and your kid's sort of scared of something, and they go, "Why's your kid?" He goes, "Oh, he doesn't like pigeons or spiders."
Right.
It was like that when I saw Karl, and I brought you in, and I went, "What do you think of that, Karl?" I could see the look on his face that he was disturbed.
Sure.
And then, as he said, you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you get used to it. And you have changed a little bit. Your hair's a bit smarter now, and you got some nicer glasses and that, I think. Or I might just got used to it.
Whoa, don't bring it up, Steve. Don't look at me like that.
So you say that you think some other people in the office thought the same? Do you know that for sure?
Karl.
Did you discuss it?
Karl.
Yeah, I think they do, yeah.
Okay, leave it there then.
But not just in the office, as you walk through the building.
It's worse than you ever thought.
Well, no, it's not worse than I ever thought, because as you well know, Ricky Gervais, what did I do on Thursday morning?
Oh, is this the thing,
For those that perhaps are not of the female persuasion listening, there's a magazine. Apparently it sells quite well. It's one of the sort of female, issues magazines. I think it's called Company Magazine. It's like your sort of, I guess it's a bit like your Moore or your Vanity Fair or whatever. Anyway, they run every year the 50 most eligible bachelors in Great Britain section. Ding dong, hello. Who's in there this year? In the 50, in the top 50 of the entire country.
And then they vote, and they put them in order and see who's the most eligible bachelor.
But that's 50 people, right? It always annoys me slightly because bachelor, it kind of seems like a more sophisticated word for loser.
Yeah,
no. Which always sort of unnerves me
And also
slightly.
they try and do a different 50 every year, so they're getting pretty desperate to get different ones.
No,
it's not many. Because
no.
also a lot of people who are sort of like successful, are married, so there's very little to...
No. There's a huge... I don't know if this is international. It could even be international. I'm not sure, actually. So I could be up there with the likes of Justin Timberlake, etc. So, Fred Durst...
Yeah.
That sort of person, So anyway, this is what's exciting, right? Although I'm slightly frustrated because they were telling me that last year, because what happens is the readers of the magazine, they vote for who they think is number one most eligible bachelor, right? Last year, the prize was a 2-week trip in the Bahamas, Okay? This year, I'm rather annoyed, because all I'm going to win is a moped. That's the prize this year. That's the prize this year, a moped.
Whoa, backtrack.
What?
Sorry? Last year was a 2-week trip to Bahamas, and this year
Just
what?
a moped. All I'm going to get is a
All
moped.
you're going to win is a moped.
There's a fella who was in a coma for 20 years. Just they kept like taking him through like the normal day. They take him to Alton Towers and stuff. Doesn't know anything about it. Just kept going through the motions. Don't know if they kept charging him. Kept putting him through all that. He eventually came out of it. 20 years.
And went, stop taking me to Alton Towers, it's shit.
I just thought, imagine how much
stop
post he
making,
had. How much post?
Oh,
Did you read about that guy in the paper, Karl? He, sorry, on the internet. He in about, I think it was about 1984, 85, he had a terrible car accident.
But this must be it.
He went into a coma.
This must be what he's talking about.
Well, they didn't take him to Alton Towers.
Of course they didn't. But you've got to try and decipher the truth from the conjecture, from the thing that I mean, don't forget, Karl realises that he's had a dream. He talks to Suzanne and goes, that was good, wasn't it, last night we were in the plane? She goes, no, that's a dream. He goes, oh yeah, where's my cornflakes? You got to, you know what I mean? I can now decipher what he's actually seen, what he's read.
Well, go on, what did you...
Well, I'm assuming it's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
It was a guy in some small American town, and he'd had a car crash, and he'd gone into a coma, and his wife had left him. She'd gone on with her life, because he'd been in a coma since then, and he had just woken up recently.
Marriage wasn't working.
Marriage wasn't working. He just wasn't paying enough attention. He actually had, she was pregnant at the time, and so now his daughter is basically the same age as he was when he went into the coma. And he's just started coming around. He's just started making jokes. They said, how do you feel? He said horny, which I thought was quite witty for a man who'd been in a coma for however many years. But anyway, yeah, so he's slowly trying to rebuild what life he can.
That's
what do you make
interesting.
of that, though? Because the thing is that he's missed. Imagine what he's missed, Karl. Imagine the music that he's missed. The
Live
TV
Aid.
programs.
Missed
the
Live
news.
Aid.
Live Aid. He missed
He missed Phil
Spice
Collins
Girls.
playing in 2 continents in one day.
Frankly, I'd be devastated if I discovered that.
Missed
happened.
Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't. So he put on ripped jeans and they go passe.
They just have to send him a series of those I Love 1986
Exactly.
programs with Kate Thornton filling him in on what he's missed.
Exactly. Peter Kay reminding him of space operas.
Yeah,
he remembers
Richard Blackwood
those.
talking rubbish.
Yeah. So,
Extraordinary, though, isn't it, Karl, to think? No, obviously.
So,
not.
had he aged much? Because he hadn't had any problems or anything, no worries.
well,
Is that
he probably wouldn't have, physiologically, he probably wouldn't have the wear and tear of a 43-year-old man.
Was that a good
Because
kid?
he wouldn't have had sun, he wouldn't have had sort of nicotine, beer.
Unless they were just feeding that to him.
Yeah, anyway,
To try and
still.
bring him round.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
You'd feel groggy, though, wouldn't you?
yeah, you might feel a bit groggy, yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's not fully back to normal. I mean, there's
No,
some
it's-
kind of residual brain damage.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he can form sentences. He's got no real memory, so he can't remember a lot of things.
Well, it was just because you were saying about the, you know, our living...
We are broadcasting now, aren't we? This is actually going out, this is live. This isn't us sort of like...
Yeah,
sort
but
of-
you were just talking about how I lived in an odd village
Yeah.
with kids with big heads and all that, right? And what I wanted to do...
What is that again? There's 2 kids with big heads.
Yeah, they just had sort of big heads and webdams and that. They went to my school. And when I spoke to my dad the other day, because I'm going out to see my mum and dad tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, have we got any school photographs with the big-headed kids in? And he said, no, nobody bought those sort of school photos because they were in it, so it was always a bit ruined. So I said, well... No, he said sales were, you know, because he obviously talked to other dads and stuff like that, and he just said, oh, no one bought them. But anyway, so...
I would love them.
Yeah.
That's why I'd buy them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't stand out, would I? If
And
it's on the
that sounds
mantelpiece.
Yeah, well.
So, but anyway, so I was talking about, you know...
When you say they had big heads, what do you mean? Do they look like someone from Doctor Who?
They were just quite big.
But they weren't related.
No.
So why did 2 blokes with big heads and webbed feet?
I lived in a weird area. There was a
there
sort of
a-
a chemical plant close by.
I can't believe you've never told us that before. That explains a lot. Not just the freaks in your neighbourhood, but...
No,
well,
loads of
truly.
weird. There was loads of weird stuff going on. There was this, like I said, there was this woman who used to like live in one of the council flats, right? And She had a three-wheeled sort of big, what do you call it?
Son, three-wheeled son. He was the weirdest bloke we ever knew.
What do you call it? Like a big tricycle, but for an adult rather than one for a kid. It was a big one.
It wasn't a motorbike though. It was a
no. It was a push bike thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And she used to sort of ride down the road with a fella sat in the basket on the back, with his like legs dangling over, and they'd be going to like the pub and what have you.
Was it a different fella each time or the same one?
No, same
Yeah.
little sort of bald-headed fella.
So it was in collection for like organs and things. Bring out your ill. And then people just throw Grandad just in the back and go, right, we're getting £4 for Grandad.
But she used
He's got
to
a lovely
quite...
pair of testicles on him. They're very low, but they
Bring out your dead or nearly dead.
She used to pick on her husband quite a lot. They'd be in the pub and what have you, and they'd be sat by themselves, but she'd always be sort of, you know, having a go at him, moaning at him, sort of pushing him about and that. So my dad and his mate, right, they went round to their house, knocked on the door, she answered, and he said he was a copper, right? He said, you know, Detective Pilkington, gonna come in and have a word.
So I'm just going to make a note of impersonating a police officer.
Yeah, but for the good, he went in and sort of said, now, I've heard,
It's a superhero.
Yeah.
I've heard, you know, you picking on your husband a lot.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping an eye on you. Do it again, and there'll be trouble. And she backed off after that. She was
That's
all
good.
right.
And how was the husband? Was he still in the basket, though? Was he allowed to ever sort of, like, ride up front with her? Or was he just always in the basket?
It just she'd sort of stopped picking on him in public places and stuff.
That's
like
good.
That.
Just
You
did it behind
can't
closed doors.
get done, can you, just for doing that?
I think impersonating a police officer
Well,
is
you
a criminal
probably did.
offence.
There was no gain. I think you can't impersonate a police officer full stop, but I think they'd probably be lenient on him that he was, you know. But let's face it, he's not going to be caught because why would anyone know about it? It's not like his son's going to say it on a radio station, is it? And stitch him right up.
Is this something you did generally? Kind of a little bit of light vigilante work?
Just whatever, him and his mate, just, you know, if they saw something going on, they go, what can we do?
Sure.
What little scam can we do, or whatever.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is brilliant. Right.
Yeah.
There was one.
Here we go.
There was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him.
Right.
And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be
That
true.
is a true story, again. It was all...
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story, true.
Yeah. They're too convenient.
Will you be buried or cremated?
What?
Will you be buried or cremated?
I don't know. Cremated. I imagine.
Like you see.
I don't know. It's out of my hands.
Yeah, I haven't thought about
I've
it.
not thought it through, and
No, to be
I don't
honest.
care either way.
Have you heard the one
So
about... Sorry.
I'm just worried that we're getting into a macabre world now of ashes, boiled heads. So I think we should play some music that people just calm down.
Levi's.
Just think about some of the urban myths they've maybe heard, assess them. Maybe they are absolute bollocks,
Yeah.
and they can move on from it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just that the death thing, right?
Yeah.
There was an argument on there about, do you know that Twilight Zone or whatever it was, Tales of the Unexpected?
Oh, yeah.
Where the woman got buried alive.
Yeah.
They were saying how, like, years ago, they'd bury people thinking they're dead.
Yeah.
And they've recently, like, dug coffins up. And then the people who were in the coffin weren't dead. They might have just been, like, in some sort of deep sleep or whatever.
Catatonic.
And they've lifted the lid off.
Yeah.
And there's scratch marks on the thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary. And
Makes you think. I mean, I hope they check these days. That's all.
Running a bit late with this, but it's time for Do We Need 'Em? We're looking into what
I'm really
animals-
worried about this because everyone's getting that last clue wrong. I reckon it's so rubbish that even your mental fans can't work it out.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but
Give that final Rockbusters clue again.
the Jamaican fella had to have some aspirin. Why is that?
What were the
Why
initials?
did he have to do it?
No,
FD.
hold on, that's changed.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. The
Oh,
story
it doesn't
still there.
matter. That's the point of a cryptic clue, isn't it? Oh, do. What have you got now?
Right, so we're looking into animals that we get rid of. I've spoken to someone about snails, I've spoken to someone about jellyfish, and that, and looking at cockroaches today.
Right, now who's the expert?
It's a woman called Jessica Marshall.
Right.
Does she know that you're going to play this on the radio?
Well, I called up, right, in the week and said, can I talk to someone about cockroaches? And she was like, is that Karl?
She knows who you are.
Yeah.
Right, so she already knows maybe your angle, your approach.
Yeah, she was
And
up for it.
she's an expert. She's just not just some random person.
No, she works in a museum, a good museum. I said I'd give it a plug. It's the one near Knightsbridge. It's got dinosaurs and that in it. It's worth seeing.
What,
And this
Natural
is
History
her.
Museum?
Yeah. So,
It's not sure. He's not sure.
this is what happened. Now, what I'll do, I'll tell you as much as I know, and then you can fill me in if I'm right or wrong. And then at the end of it, we'll get to the bottom of whether we need them or not.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, the first thing that I found out is that they have 18 knees.
That's not exactly possible. They're insects, so they have 6 legs.
Yeah.
And a knee is usually the junction between femur and tibia. That's sort of classic human knees and every other animal knee. So with 6 legs, you can only have 6 knees.
Could somebody sort of got mistaken for seeing one that was a bit double jointed?
I think you're grasping at straws or something.
All right. Well, we might have to come back to that one then.
Okay.
They can hold the breath for 40 minutes.
Well, they don't do that because they don't breathe in the same way as us. They breathe through little spiracles, holes down the side of the body. So, no, they're not a very apt simile because the method of breathing is so different.
What do you mean?
Because insects have a totally different system. They don't have lungs in the way that we do and just breathing through one part of the body. They're actually breathing through every segment of the body all of the time.
So even though they've got their mouth shut, they might be able to
Their mouths
slide.
have nothing to do with breathing,
So
only
just,
feeding.
so you see, maybe that's where someone's gone wrong. Someone's got hold of one and sort of taped its mouth up or something and
Thought it was-
got bored after 40 minutes and said, well, we'll call it
That's a
right.
pretty unkind thing to do to an insect, even to a cockroach.
Yeah, but it's all...
Can't do that.
Yeah, but
No. Pretty unkind thing to do anything, even a cockroach.
something else I found out.
Yeah.
They can live for a week without an head.
Well, that's true if they don't bleed to death in the process.
But the weird thing is, when I told you that they had 18 knees, you seemed a bit sort of like, don't talk ridiculous. But then we're talking about an animal that can live without an head. So there's a little bit of truth in that one, yeah?
Yes.
Why, when it was invented, has it got that facility? Say if someone said to humans, we could do that with humans, and, you know, if you lose your head in some accident, it gives you a bit of time to sort of go back to your family and maybe write them a note. You won't be able to have a chat, but write them a note saying, it was my own fault, and it was nice knowing you.
Well, that would be a useful facility, I agree. But cockroaches are great survivors. I mean, they've been around for over 300 million years. They're one of the most primitive insects.
All right. Well, I've also... is it true that they do a lot of resting? Apparently they can sort of rest for 75% of the time.
Rest.
Yeah, they just sit about doing nothing.
It's probably true of a vast proportion of the world's fauna. Well,
I mean, maybe the 25% that they are working, they're really giving it some, so it might
they're
make up.
probably searching out food and, yeah, they can slow down considerably. You can chill insects in the fridge and they'll become very, very quiet. You might think they're dead.
Yeah, but I'm sure, you know, if we were sat in a fridge, you know, we'd go a bit quiet, wouldn't we? You know.
Well, you might not know much about it, of course.
Yeah, but...
Not quite reading the right sources.
Well, I've been using the internet.
I'm sure there are many useful sources that you could find there, but some of those seem to have been a little misleading to you.
So you don't agree with a lot of what I've told you there?
No.
So, cockroaches, can we get rid of them?
No.
So we're keeping them then?
I would say so, yes.
I think we should get her on more often because she sounds like she'd be a bit of an ally, really. Because she knew immediately that you were talking nonsense. She even said, I think you should be more concerned about your sources, which I've been trying to tell you for a year. Right? I mean, 18 knees, where did you get that from?
It's on the internet.
They can hold their breath for 40 minutes. I mean, I don't know what you read and take on. I mean, some of them are weird.
Years ago, husbands weren't allowed to sort of clout the wife with anything.
What was it like in the past?
I know, yeah.
You couldn't clout your missus.
With anything wider than your thumb.
The stick had to be the same, no bigger than your thumb.
And I was
So a
thinking,
bit- so a big
Robin
bloke-
could do no damage if he went out with anyone.
Although his is wide, he's got a little thumb like a little knob, isn't it? It's like it's truncated, because it starts off normal. It looks like he's had his big toes put on his hands.
Does he have to drink a pint with 2 hands?
Yeah. And he's dropping stuff all the time.
Can I just go back to the rule of thumb thing, though? The idea, what date was this? I'm not asking Karl, I'm looking at Ricky, because you're not going to have any idea, Karl. It's just going to be the past.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that...
I think it's the same sort of day where, I don't know, you got hung for being homosexual and you could shoot
I
a
just
Welshman.
love the idea that there's blokes beating their wives with shovels, logs of wood, and someone's gone, hang on a minute, everyone,
Hold on,
this is
wait
crazy.
a minute. Let's have a look at your thumbs. What can we do?
Wait a minute. We've got to have some kind of rule here. I'm all for beating your wife, but let's have some kind of rule. Let's give him a sporting chance, surely.
He goes, well, I'll tell you what about you can hit her with the width of your thumb? And the wife goes, make it the width of his knob. I go, no.
He
no.
slaps her again.
Yeah. Width of your thumb. All right. Better? Yeah.
You're wrong. So could we bring back just for one night only, educating Ricky?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah? Do you think it warrants that?
I don't know enough about it. Do you know what I mean?
About what?
It sounds perfect. Play the jingle.
Educating Ricky. He's getting smarter.
A couple of things happened in the week that I read about.
Okay.
Keeping up on what's going on and that.
Sure.
Yeah.
One was about that Galileo fella.
Okay.
Was it about 1636? Was it?
I think it might have been
not
earlier.
bad.
Go on.
Did some stuff with light and that.
Yeah, he did lots of physical experiments, yeah.
Is that it then, Karl, is it? He did some stuff with light and that.
What did he do with light? What was that?
Well, I think he invented the first...
Telescope.
Telescope. So I think it's a particular lens, though, and he did experiments where he dropped famously two different weighted balls from Pisa, and they hit the ground at the same time, showing that it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, but air resistance does, and stuff like that.
I think he probably explained it a bit better than that.
Yeah, but I'm talking to Karl.
Sure.
Did they need to know
He's
stuff?
just thinking about pizza.
Yeah.
Did they need to know stuff like that back then?
What do you mean, did they need to know stuff like that? It's just...
There weren't people going around going, I've got to drop these 2 things off the Leaning Tower of Pizza. I just don't know which one's going to land first.
Yeah, I need to know. Why do you need to
Bring
know
me
that?
Galileo.
Yeah.
It's for a bet.
Yeah.
No, but if I was knocking about then, I'd be like, stop messing with that. We need a telly. Or, do you know what I mean?
I bet he thinks the Flintstones is real.
I know.
That'd be brilliant. That's what I'd do if I was a caveman. I'd make a telly out of rock.
Yeah.
And a pelican
And a
as
car
a
that I
cement
just
mixer.
ran along the road with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need a car.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really got the internal combustion engine. Can you stick your feet through the bottom? Yeah, just get me a car, for Christ's sake.
Anyway,
Here's another dilemma for you, a quick one from Kate. She says that she's a single woman, she's 6 foot tall. Recently she's found herself being approached by men of, let's say, restricted height. And she's not desperate, but is it ever acceptable in her, she wants to know now, is it ever acceptable for a taller lady to go out with a person of restricted growth? What do you think about that? If you see that on the street, do you think it looks bizarre? Do you think it looks odd? Or
So a
should she just go
6
with
foot
it?
woman with,
Someone of a dwarfish persuasion.
we can't say sort of that or the midget word, but
You
I
can't
mean,
say that, no, that's
as a little fella.
Yeah. Is that, so there's a noticeable difference in their height. Is that ever a problem, do you feel?
She's 6 foot, he's 3'4".
Yeah.
if I saw it, I'd just think she's doing it.
Okay, let's not do this now.
No, come on, she's doing it what?
Oh.
No, for attention in a way. Because there's loads of other
See,
people.
I told you, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just I mean, is that serious?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if it, whatever makes you happy.
Please don't ask Karl
No,
these
but
sort
do you know
of
what I mean?
questions.
If it makes her happy, then do it. But in a way, you're not going to have a normal life.
Oh, God.
No, but you're not, because they're going to get sick.
I'm
There's no
so
point bringing
sorry.
trouble onto yourself.
Karl does not necessarily reflect the opinions of
Anybody else in the world.
Hold on. This woman, she doesn't live in a forest in a little cottage, does she? She hasn't got long black hair and wears a sort of...
She says the guy she's going out with is a miner. In
Really?
a crystal mine, yeah. And he just sings all day on his way
Has
to
he
work.
got 6 mates?
Apparently so.
Okay.
I've said in the past to you, Rick, that my grandparents, so I love them dearly, but it's like for the last 30 years, they've been waiting to die.
I know,
It's like they just sort of, it's like, the novelty wore off of life.
Life in the 50s.
Yeah, they got kind of bored of it. Life, in the 40s, it was brilliant. All sat around the old Joanna as the bombs fell, singing. They loved that. The 50s, that was great as well, because that was the post-war years. It was, it was a bit tight in the pocket, but it was all right. Everyone pulled together. And then the 60s came along, all the crazy music, the funny hair.
Let's stay in bed.
Exactly. They basically stayed in bed. And it was one Christmas when my grandmother said to my dad, what do you like for Christmas? What do you fancy for Christmas? And this must have been, I don't know, 20 years ago. She said, what do you fancy for Christmas, Ron? And he went, well, I could do with a nice big kind of warm winter overcoat. She said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because your father will be dead soon. It's right, you can have his. Meaning my granddad. Well, to be honest with you, my father's still waiting. Which is good news. Good news for my grandfather. Less good news for my dad. He's freezing.
He's freezing. He finds out, how is he today? He's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm freezing.
It is such a weird mindset, that. I think that, to me, is what sums up people from that older generation, the 40s and 50s. And it seems to me that you've got that kind of mindset. It's like you were born in the 30s. And whenever you talk of your childhood, it's like you had like a big potato to take to school. And a hoop and a stick as a Christmas gift.
The other thing is, I think that that sort of generation, it seems that the man is dependent on the woman. There's a total dependence.
Oh, absolutely,
If she dies, he's done.
Yes.
He's done for. He'd just pine away. If he dies, she's got 30 years of pottering.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And go into the youth club and the church.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's sort of like that. It's sad. Of course, it's sad for them, but it's sort of not the end of their life.
No, sure.
And it sort of is the other way around. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's a little melancholy thought for
I know,
Christmas
I've really brought it. You brought it down. You've brought it down. I've brought it. This isn't a nice show at all. This is terrible.
Well,
we're going to have people just killing themselves. What? There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4:00 to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4:00, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof of his office and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Karl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't he wait? As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5:00? I said, I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in case.
Just in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business... Well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case someone goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please.
We're talking about embarrassing stories and stuff, and I don't know if I've told this on the radio before. Have I told you, Karl? I'm not sure. But this was when I was working at the BBC. This is not even long ago, and I'd moved to London, and I was fairly new in London. And I was working at the BBC, and I had this BBC hire car, and I've never told it. If there's anyone listening who works for the BBC, I don't know if I can still get in trouble for it. But this BBC hire car, and it was like I'd been ferrying kind of actors and people and production people around all day in this car. And I was driving back, it was quite late, it was about sort of 7 or 8, and I was driving back, and I pulled in to get some petrol to fill up the car every day. And I went into this garage to fill up some petrol, and I was there, and these two blokes came in a white van, right? They pulled into the forecourt, and I was filling up the car, and they went, "Hey, do you want to buy a couple of speakers?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
Because, to tell you the reason, it was like I was so flattered that they thought I'd be the kind of bloke who would, A, need some kind of classy speakers, and B, would like to buy them on the sly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, they like the
They've seen me. They've seen I look a bit of a hustler.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm a street sort of guy. You can see by the way I use my walk.
Exactly. Yeah. So I couldn't believe my luck. So they drove behind the garage, the little sort of garage bit at the back, and I went round there, sort of casually went round there, sort of locked the car, went round there. They went, open the back. You had 2 speakers in there. I said, "Are you sure these aren't knocked off, mate?" He went, No. We work for Dixon's. This is a story he spun me. We work for Dixon's, right? And we're delivery men. And if we make a delivery and the person's not there to sign for the goods, then we have to bring them back to the warehouse. But if we can sell them on the way back, then that's really good for Dixon's.
Dixon's must love that.
And instead of thinking, are you sure some kind of troubleshooter did someone going to go into Dixon's and go, you're not getting in the garage forecourt market?
Jones.
Exactly.
Get a couple of lads in a white van.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I sort of bought this story, and I was a little bit dubious, and I went, right, let me hear them then. And he wired them up to the car stereo, and boom, 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 they're playing. So it was some groovy hip-hop. I was thinking, great, these guys know what I'm into. Yeah. And he's giving me the talk and stuff. And I said, I'm a bit worried these are knocked off. He went, no, listen, we got a bloke at Dixon's who can confirm this is fine, right? Phone him up, use my mobile, right? And quote this reference number, right? So I phone out, and I goes, yeah, I go, hi, some guys here in a garage forecourt trying to sell me some speakers. Just wanted to check. He went, it's fine. I went, should I just read the reference number or whatever? He went, if you want. And X14, and I'm like, yes, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that was, don't you? That was actually Mr. Dixon himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, well, they sound great. They're giving me for a knockdown price. I'd say they were like 400 quid. They were like 200 quid or something. It was a good bargain. I was in the market for some speakers as well. Yeah. So while they were loading
it's
them
all kosher. I phoned Dixon.
Exactly. I phoned Dixon. That's fine.
Yeah.
So while they're loading them in the back of the BBC hire car, right, I'm in there paying for the petrol, right, and the guy serving goes, all right. He goes, what were you doing around the back with those blokes? Right? Because obviously there's security cameras filming this whole transaction, right? And he goes, what are you doing around the back? And I went, brilliantly, there's some old mates. Some of my mates were just having a chat and that. He went, oh, right, okay, like giving me obviously the evil eye. So I went back to the van. So I'm in the car now and I'm driving with one of the blokes who's in the van with me because I didn't have the money on me. So I had to go to the cash point to get the cash, right? So I'm driving with him and the other guy's following me in the van and he was like a northerner like you and he was giving it all all right, yeah, I'd say my girlfriend's a DJ, she's got some of these speakers, they're fantastic, and he's giving me this. And then my mind starts working. Now that I've got a bit of time to think, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this all sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
It dawned on me, Rick.
You know, Paul, are you? You're streetwise.
Exactly.
You're streetwise, Steve.
Not only that, I was thinking, how am I going to get them home? I've got to drop the car off at the BBC. How am I going to get these huge speakers back to where I live?
And how can I pay for them? Because I've just spent £100 on Find the Lady with a couple of blokes in the square. It seemed like a fair game. Some of his friends were winning.
But so I explained to him, I said, I can't get them back to like Brixton where I was living at the time. He went, don't worry, give us an extra 20 quid, we'll take them home for you.
Oh, that's good. Delivery. They do a whole service, you see. And there's also a backup guarantee. Did they have the guarantee, the 3-month guarantee?
They didn't.
No.
But so I said, I'm not sure about that. He went, well, why don't you put them in a cab, send them back, and your housemates can collect it? I was like, oh, no, there'd be no one in. And I was beginning to sort of get a bit conscious of like, maybe this was a bit of a scam after all. So I pulled into like a little side road. I said, I'm not sure I'm into this now, actually. He went, what are you talking about? It's 200 quid for a pair of speakers. It's a bargain. You never get a bargain like this, mate. I'm going, not too sure, actually. I don't think I want them. He went, 150 quid, mate. 150 quid. I went, no, he's 100 quid now to you. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't sound like the kind of work that Dixon's would be doing.
Dixon's don't do that when I go in.
This is it.
Dixon's never negotiate in that way.
When I go there, look around and I leave, they go, where are you going?
Exactly.
I go, no, we'll have anything then. Have anything for a
So
quid.
I stopped the car and the white van pulled up behind me with his mates in.
Sure.
And I said, can you get them out? I'm not interested. And he went, 100 quid, mate. And he was just going, you tosser, you obviously want some speakers. And he was having a go at me. So I was carrying the speakers out and putting them back in the white van. And he was just shouting at me. He was going, 70 quid. I was like, 70 quid from 200? This is ludicrous.
You realise that wasn't Dixon's policy then.
Exactly.
They don't usually shout, you tosser, as you leave the, leave the shop and walk down Camden High Street. They're not usually shouting, you tosser.
You should have took the offer of like the monthly payments they've got on at the moment.
So I eventually put them in there and I sort of knocked the deal on the head and I got back in my car and they were in theirs and I just looked in the rearview mirror and they were punching the dashboard like with aggression and venom, like we let that deal slip through our fingers. And I've never been so terrified in my life. I just sat there and I was just thinking, oh my God, all I was thinking now is what if I go back to the BBC and they go, we've had a call from the police, the man at the garage, he saw you doing a dodgy deal.
I love it. Yeah. Well, what you do is you put the hire car in a drain in your front garden and then go in and out of the toilet, just pouring bleach down or Ajax and then never know.
Yeah, this is a question. I was discussing this yesterday. This is not a bit of shit. This is not a joke. I genuinely have always been slightly perplexed, and we were discussing it last night. The notion of the birds and the bees.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean, the birds and the bees. I understand how,
why they use the birds and the bees.
Yeah, because, well, you see, I always, as a child, I assumed the bees were having some kind of relations with the birds.
No.
So what is there anything to do with the birds and the bees, or is it literally, just like a euphemism? It's just, the birds and the bees.
No, but do
the birds do anything with the bees?
No, not at all. It was where
parents just take them out.
It was where parents used to sidestep the issue by saying things like, when a lady blackbird and a man blackbird, they meet, right? They make a little nest, and then because they're in love, they have an egg.
Yeah,
and that was it.
I understand that. That makes sense. But why the bees? Why the birds and the bees?
Well, probably, I don't know.
I don't know. You see, within nature, Forgive my ignorance. Within nature, there is no relationship between bees and birds, is there?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Nothing's going on.
But probably what it was, if the parent found it hard to say, you know, Daddy puts his penis at Mummy's vagina, it was much easier to say, like, in the insect world, billions of them queue up and just fill the queen with spunk for about a day.
Sure.
You know, thus avoiding the embarrassing intercourse.
Exactly.
That's what I think, Karl. What do you think?
Were you talking about the birds and the bees? Did anyone bring that up with you?
No, it was just in that class, wasn't it? When they put a video on.
That's what we had. No, we had a film.
And they just said, I watched that. And then...
what film, though? Basic Instinct?
It was just like, you know, two people. And all sat round the telly and watched it. One girl fainted. And they said, right, that's that. Next week, you know, prisms or whatever.
And did it teach you everything you needed to know?
Well, how much do you need to know?
Yeah, true. No, true. Except one kid in my class still thought a baby came out of an arse. Afterwards, he didn't understand.
I think what they should have shown on those videos is technique as much as anything.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because it was largely just instructional.
Wooing. Wooing.
What it didn't tell you was how to get into a position where this might be of some interest. That should have been the first 4 weeks of the course.
Yeah.
All right. Now, whilst I was in Cornwall, I wasn't online. I didn't have the internet, so it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I didn't come back till yesterday. I thought there's loads going on that I don't know about in the monkey world and stuff. I was hoping to get some from the zoo that I was meant to be going to. Of course, that didn't happen. So I said to my dad, do you know anything about monkeys? Or have you got any stories with monkeys?
Brilliant. This is what Trevor McDonald does.
Turned out...
9:45, he goes, got nothing. Dad, anything happened? You got anything politics? Anything politics, Dad? No.
This isn't monkey news, I'm just giving you this free.
Yeah, brilliant.
Turned out one of his mates used to have a chimp.
Right.
What do you mean one of his mates used to have a chimp?
Well, two of his mates.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was thinking it sounded a bit far-fetched living in Manchester, like. But if there was two of them...
He had a chimp. Had to thump it in the head.
For doing what? Answering back?
Oh, God.
Tried it on with his wife.
Had to thump it in the head for trying it on with his wife. I love it. It's a proper fist fight in a pub in Manchester. Oh.
I'd call him up, but he's one of them who, like, swears all the time.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be good to get him on and just...
Let's interview him. Can we not interview him pre-record? We can bleep out the swear, and I'd love to hear his story.
A lot of work, that.
Yeah, well, we're not scared of work, are we?
I'll get myself if you can't be bothered.
Yeah,
I'll have a word, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, try to sort that out next week. Well, don't tell us the rest of the story then. Let's let him say in his own
No,
words.
but there was another one as well. When
you say you can get him on, but he swears a lot, you mean the monkey? I'm assuming he's more coherent than your dad's mate.
But there's him, and there's some other fella who he knows who had a funny name. I'll have to find out, because you'll love his name. But he was a drag artist.
Yeah.
And, I think he said my dad went round one day, I don't know why, right? Went around there, knocked on the door, chimp answered.
Carl, I don't know what you're doing, mate. I don't know where this place you live, next door there's an horse in the front room. There's chimps running round.
Mad. Anyway,
chimp answered?
Is that it? Is that the end of the story? There's a chimp answering the door and that's the end.
You sure it wasn't the drag artist before he shaved?
No,
sure it wasn't your gran?
Because I like the really airy ones that decide they can be female impersonators. Yeah, your gran.
Kind of, you've probably got experiences of your own that you might want to talk about, but people ask me what Ricky's like in real life. And I don't want to get grotesque. It's Christmas, people are listening, people are eating sandwiches, but he has a flatulence problem. I don't know if you're aware of this. It is...
It's not a problem.
Right. Well, it is for us. It is for us.
Yeah.
You may not. Yeah. I think the problem with Ricky is Ricky hates to miss out on anything. He's terrified that there's going to be something going on that he's missing out on. A conversation, a joke, someone falling over, you know. And so he daren't spend any time in the lavatory because it's too. Any period of time he spends in there, he could be missing out on some fun. So he kind of tries to get his lavatory, occupying time down to a minimum, an absolute minimum. Plenty of pissing. There's loads of that, but none of the other activity, really. I mean, you keep that, really, it's like you're in, you're out, and sometimes I don't think you've done the full job, Rick.
Yeah.
And today, I'll tell you this, my eyes were bleeding. It's intense. It's just a word of warning, because the kitchen at XFM is out of bounds now. No one's going in there until the new year.
A to J in the library.
A to J in the record library. I'll tell you this, I don't know if, like, Tony Blackburn's in the building.
His wig will fall off.
But seriously,
not that he wears a wig. He doesn't wear a wig.
But if he's going down now, maybe he wants to play some Beach Boys. I mean, seriously, forget I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Good time's gonna come, innit? Right, Karl, come on in, educating Ricky. So, don't let the cat out of the bag, that's where that comes from. Comes from a crafty butcher. Right, go on then.
So the next little headline is Wash Up With You.
Wash up with you, go on.
You want to know about that?
Yes.
It's a survey that they did this week.
They?
Yeah, some university did some survey.
Brilliant.
Did a world test on washing up.
Yeah.
And each country were given 140 pots to clean. Brits were the quickest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turkey were the slowest at washing up.
The Turks.
It's not because the little fellas that work in the kitchens with no... Is it?
They can't reach.
Spain were the cleanest, and the Germans were pretty good as well. So...
I don't know where to start with this. Honestly, Steve, I don't know where to start with that. Sorry, what was that? Wash up with you? That was it. But was that it? Survey of washing pots and pans.
I didn't understand. You said Italy were the cleanest.
No, Spain.
No, Brits were the quickest.
Yeah.
We were the quickest, but Italy was the
Spain was the cleanest.
Turkey were the slowest.
Yeah.
Spain were the cleanest.
But why weren't we clean then? Because we were washing up. Why were we not paying attention to the?
We did it rubbish. We did it quick.
We did it quickly, but I don't understand why it was being rated on.
Who was doing it? Was it Lynette Newman or Ainsley Harriott?
She's quick. Both of them are quick.
Yeah.
Well, they've got like kind of loads of slaves that do it for them.
Did we use fairy liquid?
Don't know. It didn't have.
Did we use a whole bunch of Boy Scouts?
Didn't say that. Just
like
said, it just said, that.
Who had the softest hands? Who had the softest hands?
So it didn't say. I didn't.
Why is it we don't get notified that this is taking place?
I don't know.
When I was a kid, no one ever said, we need recruits because we're doing a survey on who can wash up the quickest.
Are you disappointed in yourself with that one, Karl?
It is pretty dull. To be fair, and that is why we've got to bring in either con merchant or a wine merchant.
Or shut up at your face.
Yeah. I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like... I was walking to work the other day, right, crossed Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there, and he sort of had he had a leaflet and stuff, and he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
That's just the imagery. These 2 bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you could imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English.
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them walking down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Perhaps
out loud,
out
not
loud.
just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna,
yeah,
who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah. So that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith its full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, well, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? You know, what can you do? What can
Well, I
you
think
do?
the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
Quite meditative.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Karl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably, just I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said, "Are you joining?" I sort of swore at him. I said, "I'm not doing that." Right?
Yeah.
He said, "Right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore." So I was like, "Oh." So I went. So I went along, and they used to just go on the Friday when they played, you know, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of, you know,
Table tennis.
the thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday. It was rubbish. He said, "Right, sit down in this room." They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
I suddenly, why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was it? Were they
house.
adults?
It was sort of a... Well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, "Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something." And he used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, you know, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, you know. A lot of people believe in it because they think...
But for Karl, his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
Do you have to have a religion? Because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, you know, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, you know... And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right? But my dad turned up anyway. And what happened?
He,
How old were you, Karl?
Well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. You went... Well, you used to go to the school you used to go to?
No, but what I mean is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? So I missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And,
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings.
We Three Kings.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of the...
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on you know, the next song.
Right.
And it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of...
Tapping along to.
Yeah. Do you know, like if I was to go...
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with...
Yeah. Do you know that they actually send that into space?
Do they?
And...
What, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
Yeah. They do that, because apparently it is one of them things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah.
They know that, do they?
Yeah. But anyway...
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Is it true, like, if you send out knock knock into space, they have to say...
Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oh, that is great.
Seriously.
hold on, what's something out there? What's a little green fellow? That is great.
Yeah, so anyway,
That is
Little Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't, and I was there and he had the drumstick and I thought, oh God.
The drumstick!
I could feel myself. And anyway,
Just wanted to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do. But it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, and they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? I'm going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
You know, like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now going, boo, Pete Best, but he went...
Yeah,
and I went, whoa! Oh,
No,
God.
but the teacher just said, oh, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight.
Right.
When you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there, and...
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so
no,
he
I
just
never
turned
did.
up off his own back.
I never took the letters home and stuff to
No.
show my mum and dad, because it just put me off. So, anyway, he turned up, don't know why, he must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up, and he swore about me, which...
Did he?
I don't...
Could you
Do
use
you think
a word
it's allowed
that's...
to be said? The word?
Of course it is.
Right. If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down now.
Yeah.
Right. But he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera, filming it, and he said, "Yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on.
Right.
This is so sad.
What, was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping him with his bags.
Of course it was, I forgot.
I mean, Mary and Joseph, they got there. Yeah, because it was the hope, you know, because the inn was full.
Yes.
But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So
of
he,
him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
carry bags over, yeah.
yeah. No, so yeah.
You're right though. I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was. And
Now, Ian,
Yeah.
who is your fourth? We need a lead singer in this mega group, the monoliths of rock.
Who we got? Lemmy, Keith Richards.
We've got Keith Richards on guitar. We've got Lemmy on bass.
Yeah.
We've got Keith Moon on skins.
Right. Some terminology coming out there. Yeah.
Who's doing the Vox? Who's given Golden Tonsils Award?
Robert Plant.
He's gone for Plant. He's
Yeah.
gone for Plant.
A lot of trad names there.
There is the group. The lineup is Moon, Lemmy, Richard, Plant. Okay. Now our competition, Steve. Name that group. What's
Okay.
the best, heaviest rock name ever?
Sure. This is obviously not a name that already exists.
No.
Okay.
My
Can you
mate of
force
mine
yourself?
came up with, I think it was Brain Hammer, which I like. Velvet Nazi 666.
Sure.
So we want the heaviest, most mental piece of death metal, headbanging, bleeding out your brains rock. Axe Attack. Okay.
Please welcome to the stage, Christ on a bike.
Please welcome to the stage. Oh, look at you.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would freak out the metalers.
Yeah. Cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh, now listen. They need a manager. They need someone who could introduce them. They need someone to stand astride them. Who is the leader now? Who is the king of all that rocks?
Well, it's obviously Tommy Vance, isn't it?
Do you know what worries me, Rick? We've said Vance a lot today. I'm wondering if people, the kids today, do they know Tommy Vance? Are they
What do you think
familiar
of
with
that,
him?
If they don't know, they shouldn't be listening.
Okay. Fair enough.
So Vance is their manager. He needs to. They're on at Wembley. He's got them on at Wembley. They're the greatest rock band of all time. We need the name. Please welcome to the stage. What are they called?
We'll,
Phone in, email in, and the prize we're gonna get some.
We'll rummage through the bins as Karl normally does.
Some old tat like Karl does,
Dig
some
something in.
VHSs, some CDs, greatest air guitar
Peter
ever.
Max.
Yeah.
What's the... Do we need to give out the numbers and
Well,
stuff?
they can email,
Don't get
can't
them
they?
to phone in. You don't want to talk to him, Ian, seriously.
No, you know when what's his name says to Agent Starling as she's going to meet Hannibal, don't let him inside your head.
Yeah.
Don't talk to the listeners, Ian.
Exactly, it's very much the same
Please
thing.
I'm a
talk
bit
to him.
concerned that my email's going to be besieged by people sending you links to how to clean out the B-Day.
Well, that's all right.
Of the week.
But
Make
what's
sure
the most mental, head bleeding, banging brain hammer operation this band can be called? Call in.
Rick, because it always amuses me. I know it's cruel to put you on the spot, but some of your former band names have always amused me.
Well, the worst.
They always do something.
The worst one. Right, I'll just leave you this.
Ricky's had a number of bands over the years. What was the
worst one? Ready? Get ready to play that record because I don't want any aftermath.
No, hang on, before you tell me, what was the one? Because these pictures of you, like when you were New Romantic, keep on being published.
That was Shauna dancing.
Yeah, but someone
that's pretty bad.
But someone told me they were like, "Oh, ask him about when he tried to be Bon Jovi." Can you imagine such a thing?
I know the name you're thinking of. He's in Heat next week, Steve.
Right.
Yeah. They've put a picture of him. They did a grab off the DVD, and he's behind the scenes, and he's got his little picture in Heat, and he hates it, don't you?
Well, I'm a bit annoyed because I didn't want it in.
Why are you worried?
Just don't want people
knowing what
I look like and that.
Why?
Were you on the DVD?
Yeah, but
it's to public domain. Anyone can take it off there and put it on the paper now.
But that's extras on a DVD, and I'm just thinking not that many people. If they watch it, they won't take it in, stuff like that.
What are you worried about then?
Just there's like me brother and sister and stuff who I don't see anymore. If they know what I look like now, they might.
What do you mean if they know what you look like now? They've just got to imagine little Karl Pilkington with no hair.
No, I've changed quite a lot because I work hard, don't I? So I've aged quite badly. Right. And I'm just thinking if they
you used to have the hair of a Chinaman, didn't you?
Sorry, why is it a problem for your brother and sister to see you?
Because I don't see them anymore, do I? And they'll come out of the woodwork now.
What? They're after your millions?
No. So they're sitting at home, they're looking at Heat, and there goes Karl Pilkington. Oh, Karl's my brother. My brother. Oh, maybe I'll go and see him.
I don't want the hassle.
But they could find out where you are.
What's the hassle then?
It's just hassle of having friends and family and that.
You mean this, don't you?
Yeah, it's that I'm not into having.
But
mates
if either your brother or your sister came to your door, would you not welcome them in and give them a cup of tea?
Do you know what? He bumped into his sister right after about 7 years in a car park somewhere, right? And she went, "Oh, I got a picture of my new kid. Do you want to see it?" He went, "Not really. All kids look the same." And she went off in a huff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though, isn't it? She hadn't seen me for years and years. That's the way I am. I'm not like being rude or anything. I'm just says what comes in my head.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't do that. I'm not rude. It's what comes in me head.
That's a rubbish excuse.
Not rude.
Know me, know my ways.
Yeah.
Right, am I wrong then? Let's look at it. Let's look at what I said.
There's Nouts Obama's cakes. Know me, know my ways. Get out, you twiddle flunt. What is that? What sort of philosophy is that? Know me, I'm rude and take it, I'll leave
I'm not being rude.
You are being rude.
What, saying that all babies look the same?
It's your nephew. You didn't even bother to have a look. You could have been courteous and had a look at the picture.
If it was a first, I'd say fair enough, but she's got loads of kids.
Oh, fair enough. What kind of woman is she?
David Bowie, Lady Stardust from Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I went to see him Tuesday. I know you went to see him Wednesday, Steve. I mean, obviously I'm a mental fan, but I think objectively that was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
He's got the best band in the world. He played all the hits. It was an amazing show. The sound was incredible. Do you know what I mean?
Well, his voice as well. I think people don't realise how incredible his voice is.
It was absolutely...
Soulful is the word I'd use.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. You don't care, do you, Karl? We don't care about this.
You never really go to gigs, do you, Karl? The live music experience is not something you enjoy.
Can be all right.
Go on.
I heard that someone else who went to the Bowie thing said that he sort of messed with the songs a bit, which would annoy me.
No, he didn't.
Not really.
Hardly at all.
He said when they did Life on Mars, instead of saying something about just the tune of it, he messed with it so it wasn't the same. That would annoy me.
What would you do? Get up and leave?
But I mean, we're not talking Bob Dylan or Sinatra. He ad-libbed a little bit, I suppose, and it's his song, but it was totally faithful. He was singing the songs. What do you mean?
Well, it's just don't mess with stuff. It's like if you went to see Titanic and then the boat didn't have a crash, you'd go, what are they doing? It's like, oh, I fancy messing with it.
Well, he didn't. Well, I'll tell you, he didn't mess with it. Relatively speaking, he did not mess with the songs. They were brilliant renditions.
That would be a hell of a film, though, where Titanic gets to New York. Absolutely fine.
Oh, Karl.
But,
you're amazing.
It's because I work here, though, and there's a lot of gigs going on all the time, and then you get to a point when, you just go, get a bit fed up with that.
Well, when was the last time you went to a live experience?
Well, I've been to gigs, but the one that springs to mind probably is when I first sort of tried a gig out, and it wasn't a music one. It was Bottom. Do you know with
Bottom the live thing with
With Rick Mail and Adrian Edmonton.
Yeah, in Manchester.
When was that?
Years ago, because it was in Manchester in about, I don't know, 87, 88 or something, and I was set up for a blind date. Right, this a mate of mine sort of set me up to see this.
What?
girl.
So you said let's go to Bottom?
Well, I didn't tell her. I just said meet us at the Apollo.
I bet she was over the moon,
8
wasn't she?
o'clock, Met her there. Said right. there you go.
Romantic.
Going to see some middle-aged men run round in pants. Brilliant.
Well, it's good. It's one of them things that afterwards you've got something to talk about, haven't you, and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And
was it a good gig?
Yeah, it was all right. Sort of bought some April fruits and that at the start of the night.
Yeah.
I think she liked that. And then we watched Bottom. Then afterwards had a bit of a chat. And then
You didn't see her again, I take it?
I would have done right, because she was all right looking and everything.
Yeah.
But when we were chatting, she said she had a problem with a marrow
What?
and that.
She what?
She had a problem with a marrow.
She had a problem with her marrow.
Yeah.
You mean her bone marrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant she had one stuck of her fanny.
No, just a...
Thanks for that, Rick. That's an image I can't get out of my head.
No, I wondered what. Oh, I see. A marrow. I thought you meant a marrow. Her marrow.
And is that serious, that? I just was put off it, because I thought... if you
Well, I think it's more serious than the problem with a marrow.
Yeah.
I mean...
with a marrow and that.
It's an idea if you're bored with butt
I
plugs.
love it. I love it. Everything he says is like someone from Kes.
It was just that thing that... Because,
You didn't want to go out with a girl who might be ill in some way.
well, yeah, I thought, what's the point in spending time with her, spending money on her and stuff, and then she's going to die on me?
Oh!
No, but seriously.
God!
No, but I'm just... But, see, this is what annoys me. You asked me to be honest, but I'm just saying, what's the point in me getting upset and stuff?
No, but it's not the... It was the one thing he said, what's the point in spending money on her if she's going to die anyway? You've got to realise that's not a normal thing to say.
No, but what's the point in getting to really knowing someone and thinking, oh, she's really nice, I want to spend my life with her? It's good that she told me when she did.
Carl! What, during Bottom? This is the most amazing thing you've ever said.
Steve, don't you understand what I'm saying?
But no, because what? Well, firstly, it's the assumption that she's going to drop dead, and you're going to think, well, I just bought her some April fruits. I'm livid.
I don't know what it means when you got a problem with a marrow and that, but she looked pretty serious when she was talking about it. So I was like, oh.
Christ almighty!
I don't understand what's so bad about it.
Play a record! Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Steve,
Yes.
I want to talk to you. I think it was, might have been Wednesday night. I was in the pub. Phone goes. And Karl goes, "You're watching that thing about parasites?"
Right.
I went, "No, I'm out." He went, "Oh, fella with a maggot in his head."
Fellow with a maggot in his head.
Yeah. And they go, "Oh, no, he's pulling it out now." Oh, God. I said, "Well, I'll get it. I said, "Yeah, see you later." About 5 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Beep, beep. I look at it. It just says, "Oh, no, there's a fella with his fish up his cock now."
There's a fellow with a fish up his cock.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to explain that, Karl? Is it one of those little ones that swim up if you're having a slash in the Amazon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird, isn't it? But it was still like stuff like that. It started off with
What does the fish do when it gets in there?
just sits there.
Why?
Well, what else can it do?
No, but why does it go up there?
Don't know. I didn't listen to that bit. There's a bit. He started off with a fella who had a bit of meat and got a tapeworm inside him.
Yeah.
And he grew it for however long, and it came out at the end. It was about 7 foot long.
On purpose?
Yeah, he did it on purpose. Yeah, for the program, right?
I think probably slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that could you're a fan of Waller. Could he purposely have about 8 of them?
What, Rick Waller?
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
because they were saying how they eat, a lot of stuff when they're in you. They just eat.
Well,
all
they
the-
take enough so you don't die, and nor do they. Yeah, but I mean, you've got to keep taking them out, haven't you? Because you'll still have the same weight. because it's got to go somewhere. So you'll have them in you. What you got to do is like let them eat your meal and then take them out.
Do you think worm watchers will catch on?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened, right? And then there was a woman with a maggot in her head.
A woman with a maggot in her head?
Yeah, she went on holiday, it got in there somehow, and
Stowaway.
it it was massive. And the thing is, she had a hole in her head, and she's there being interviewed with the doctor, like, and you can see it just sort of sticking its head out. Like, do you know when you see a cartoon with a maggot in an apple?
Yeah.
And it looks around like that.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take it out there and then?
I think they could have done, but the doctor's messing about. It's like, well, it's good for the show, isn't it? And they left it in there.
Right, that's libelous.
Well,
that is libelous.
But I found it weird. Why not just grab it? Wait.
Because there must be a reason. There must be one of those medical reasons that you don't really know about, Karl.
Right. And another bit. This was the best one, right?
Grab it.
Right. There's this fella, and he was on his bike, right, cycling to work or whatever, and he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right?
Literally in the corner of his eye. Or you mean he saw?
He just said he saw
in his
something.
peripheral
He
vision.
saw
Okay,
something
yeah.
and thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, oh, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right? Get a little scone, a tea or whatever. And he goes in there and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, "Yeah, what do you want?" He said, "I'll have a scone and a tea." He goes, "All right then." So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, "What is that?" Right, like a look of frightenedness on his face. Right, drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, "What?" And he says, oh, "Something came out of your nose. That was massive."
Sorry, something came out of the guy
This is all
serving.
true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang
happen.
on, I just need to clarify. The guy on the bike...
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose.
Wait a minute.
And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea in the scone. These are the things that I think are embellished.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what was
came out
it?
of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
Right. So he goes home and he thinks, I've got to sort this out because it's not good and that. So he
But
sat.
what? No, it was out of his nose. So you mean it poked out of his nose? It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
popped,
it
he
just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
Why did the bloke drop the tea and run?
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
All right, so he goes home.
He goes home and he goes, oh, God, you know. So he sits in front of the mirror and he's sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, oh,
No scones.
right.
No, he's...
So he goes, I've got to sort this out. He goes to the doctors, says to the doctor, I've got something up my nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in.
Didn't say that.
So the doctor's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before. Right?
Didn't say that.
So sat there. It does it again. The doctor looks, frightened again.
Runs away.
Yeah.
He
Well, he's got a look of frightenedness on his face.
he had a look of medical frightenedness. He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, I know what it was. He said, what? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it? Well, what it was, right, just before the quiz started, I had to go to the toilet, right, because the rule is, right, people who don't go to it, once it starts, phone's off, no more
can't leave
toilet.
the room,
They
yeah.
take it dead serious, don't they, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the toilet. Now, I'm not being out of order here, it just got me thinking, right? I went to the toilet. The gay fella in there, right?
There was a gay fella in there.
Gay fella in the toilet. Now,
How could you tell?
How did you know?
just typical, everything about it, right?
Everything about it, right, yeah.
Oh.
What,
Just
large
imagine-
handlebar moustache, leather cap.
Butt plugs, amyl nitrate. Could I just say that these views do not reflect the views of the management of XFM or me and Steve? Go
Or
on,
most
Karl.
of the people in this country. On you
Go on, Karl. What's your problem?
Yeah, but this is what I'm worried about, really. But this is why I only got Danny Minogue right, right? Because this was floating around my mind. Went
She's
to
a
the
big
toilet.
gay icon,
Now,
isn't
going to the toilet, they have like men's cubicle and they have women's cubicle.
Yeah.
Now, without sounding out of order, is it wrong for me to think gay men should have their own little cubicle?
Go in.
They should have their own. Well, not cubicle. You mean an actual toilet, I suppose.
When I was at the urinal,
Yeah.
normally, there's a fella there, and then you go, all right, and there's no pressure. But I couldn't go. I was thinking, should I wait? If I go into the toilet, it'll look obvious.
Yeah.
I had loads of pressure, and
But
this was
what were
going
you
on.
worried about?
I'm so sorry.
What were you
so
concerned
sorry,
about?
Viewers. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
it's like, right, listen, when I was a kid, right, and it's all right for you to go into women's toilets when you're a kid, it's like, oh, it's a bit cute,
Yeah.
right, as long as you're not, like, over 15 or something, right?
Right.
But when I was a kid, I went into a toilet, and women, when they use their little cubicles, they don't shut the door. Some of them just sit down on the toilet,
Yeah.
right, and you see everything. And, no, seriously, that's probably one of the first times I saw, like, a woman.
Yeah.
That, right, and my Auntie Nora when she was staying over.
What happened with your Auntie Nora?
She was, she's into wearing caftans.
Into wearing what?
Caftans.
Oh, yeah.
What caftans?
Big, bellowy sort of dresses.
Right.
And, yeah, I used to sit on the floor at home in front of the telly.
Sure.
She was on the chair behind.
Yeah.
She did a bit of a sort of a Sharon Stone scene.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
There was no underwear.
No.
What age were you?
What was it like?
What age were
It
you?
was like a ripped tennis ball.
Right, we're off air.
Hello, is there a fire? Oh. Hello. Did he have a moustache, the fireman?
Oh.
Yeah, do the jingle. We've come up with a new one, haven't we?
The freak, say chic.
Cheeky freak of the week.
Right, well, couple of bits. I don't know which one to use as the main feature for this week.
It's not good, is it?
Well, there's been another one born.
What?
Little kid.
You go on.
4 eyes.
Insult. It's the guy who wears glasses. Come on.
4 eyes, 2 noses, 2 mouths. That's weird, isn't it?
This bloke, did he also have 2 heads, 2 bodies? Sort of born sort of slightly separately?
He wasn't stood next to a mirror.
No, it's weird, that, isn't it?
That's all you've got. Is it?
I love that. That's weird. That. How much does the doctor said that? Well, Mrs. Parks, kid's got 4 eyes and 2 noses. Weird, isn't it? Any clues? Any clues?
So that's it. That's all the
one.
information.
Well, I'll tell you what,
No, but
that
again-
shouldn't be the main one. Okay,
No,
I've answered
but
your
like I say, what's the idea of this feature? What do I say all the time?
Don't know.
I always say, think about it. Think about what that would be like.
Okay.
What? Giving birth to him?
No. Being, I think it's a girl. Being like her. 2 mouths. 4 eyes. What would that be like? Mad, innit?
I don't know what this feature is.
I don't know why. Where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good?
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Always like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But, so we're having a nice walk, right? You know how, nudists do me head in?
Sure.
Right?
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but, well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, might have you know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going,
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flies off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts,
Some
and
bit
like
noisy
a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the.
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair.
I'll get to it. Forget
Okay.
the underarm hair. She came out. It looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm going to burst! Oh, God!
And the funny thing is, right, she,
smuggling seaweed! Oh, God!
She
was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking along. So...
yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, oh, look, and I'm like, oh, not again, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right, but he had shorts on, he was happy, right, but every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, all right, mate, because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. Do you know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I like the fact they're scuttling away when Karl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Karl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So we sort of come walking back and what have you, and I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband was nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember, when you went to see those two strippers, and it was a woman and man, and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if... do you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was... Then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, day's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach...
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it, and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty. And I'm thinking, that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Got some good prizes?
Absolutely, yeah, we'll talk about those later. Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Karl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Wet knee Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah. And also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion, I think it was your error.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, if you get mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research. Yeah. It was my fault, I've made an error. Yeah. It is a Valance.
Okay.
And I know about Valances, as I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them. Yeah. Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. Yeah. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath, and she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
She just got Valances around everything now.
Yeah. Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing.
Oh.
And it distracted her from the film, so she put a valance around that.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So,
That is
Or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell
I
us.
don't know. She's even made her little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
if you stand
It's
still,
great.
that's
So
it.
everything's got a balance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are you get a
She'll put a
balance around your head.
Yeah.
This is this is Auntie Who,
And Nora.
and this is the one that farted for 5 minutes.
She did.
Lest our listeners forget.
Lest we
Farted
forget.
for 5 minutes. Called his mum, saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah. God.
You said I'm about 2.5 minutes into
Well,
the
my
fart.
mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped. And,
She couldn't time it because there was a balance over the clock.
Yeah, she
Because it used to
couldn't
annoy
time
her
it,
when she was
yeah.
on the phone and you put her off seeing
So
the time.
she was
guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't making a noise. It was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise.
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So, there you
That's
go.
fantastic. Well, we started off with a new one, a little bit of Foo Fighters. We like new and old on this show, don't
Indeed, we like to mix it up.
I'd like to play the Smiths from their debut album, I Don't Owe You Anything. Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Don't be nervous. We might see a difference in Karl. He's a little bit shy. There's someone here from the BBC filming this, part of that celebrity boxing thing. The Fight, I think it's called, and they want to get a little clip of this, so we're going to let them film for a minute, and then they're going to go away. Is that all right, Karl?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on camera, do you? Do you?
I think it ruins radio, doesn't it? Do you know
Well,
what I
not for
mean?
the people listening, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does, because people are like, oh, he sounds like a bit of a looker.
What, you?
Yeah. And then they'll see it on the telly, and they'll go, God, yeah, his head is round.
It is round, though, isn't it?
So,
Guess what? I got a call yesterday. You'll love this, Steve. From MTV, and they were wondering if they could screen test Karl.
That's outrageous.
I'm loving it, and I was going, yeah, and I said, yeah, it's fine. I'll come down with him, and I was saying, what about this and that, and they were loving it. I called him up, and went, oh no. I went, why not? He went, well, I'm looking at my reflection now in the mirror. He said, I shouldn't be on the telly.
What would you wear for your screen test, Karl? What kind of look would you try and cultivate? Because you've got to bear in mind that the audience out there, they don't know what you look like. So, would you be a snappy dresser like, say, Jonathan Ross, or would you go for your kind of street cash look?
can't wear a suit.
You can't wear a suit?
Don't hold it well. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll probably wear my woolly hat, because that takes some years off me.
It does. He looks about 10 with a woolly hat on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Is it quite a cool woolly hat, or has it got a bobble?
charcoal, I'd say it's in colour.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll probably wear me anorak.
Right.
Oh, he's going for
He's going for
glam.
anorak.
He's going for quite a glam look.
Yeah, no one else has
dressed
done
for
it.
a jumble sale. Wow. Yeah.
But I'm not that happy about it all, to be honest.
Are you going to do it? You're not going to do it?
Well, I'm sort of stuck in the middle, because throughout my life so far, I've never planned for anything, like, it's just always happened.
Yeah.
The time, you know what I mean, being in plays at school, never planned it, but when I did it, I went down the store.
It was
that sort of
triumph,
thing.
yeah, we all remember that.
So,
As I remember, you did Little Donkey.
did Little Donkey, yeah.
And then later, someone was filming at the back. Was it your dad's mate?
My dad's mate. Well,
Yeah. And on the camcorder, he listened to it back, watched him playing it. His dad says, just off camera, what does he say?
I don't want to say it because I'm in charge of the show and I'd be irresponsible.
He looks like a right twat.
So,
And so he gets home, listening, watching that, and then here's his dad just off camera go, he looks like a right twat.
yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you worried about? Your dad saying that or the
Can I
word?
just interject? Because I'm really worried about this idea of Karl being on MTV. Because the problem is that, let's be honest, Rick. I mean, we're getting by the skin of our teeth, aren't we? Really, it's
Yeah.
only Karl that's keeping this afloat.
Yeah.
And if he gets on MTV and the world sort of gets a sense of him and they understand him, and he won't be ours anymore. We won't be able to control him. It'll be out there. It'll be in the.
Well,
public
that's the
domain.
thing. No, that's the thing. That's the terrible thing, though, isn't it? It's like Karl is my pet, but I realise I've got to release him into
He's
the wild.
alive.
And because I love him, I know he's got to go free.
Sure.
But I wanna.
It's like Kez. Maybe someone will beat him to death, and we won't have to worry.
I'll have you on, though. I'll have you on as a guest.
Yeah.
Which gets me on to something we've got coming up today.
Oh yeah, he's got a new idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, like, I've talked about ghosts, and we had that good discussion the other week walking to Piccadilly Circus Station, yeah, and I was telling you about ghosts, and you were saying, Karl, don't be an idiot, and all that. Spoke to a woman in the week. Done a little interview with
You've
her.
done a little interview?
Done a little interview, 2 minutes or so, with a woman who's got ghosts in her house. So
I look forward to hearing that later. That sounds brilliant.
coming up later.
Well, I'm going to play a classic tune now. I've just gone straight for it. I've gone for the jugular. This is Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie. Oh yeah, the smooth indie sound of Richard Ashcroft. Science of Silence on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. Joining me is Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
It was an excellent link, that, Rick.
Wow.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You just have your own toilet.
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington, and a few new characters, Steve.
I can't believe
As I
that.
said, I know you love Moyles and his sort of wacky stuff, and
Chris Moyles,
Edmonds,
one of the greats, one of the
and
greats.
Edmonds, and just all
Oh, no, Edmonds.
well, I'm going to go along the same sort of vein. I've got a couple of. Can I show you one?
I'm excited.
Okay. Well, it always starts with a sort of doorbell. So it goes, ding dong. I go, oh no, hold on, Steve, hold on, Karl. Who's that at the door?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's Camp David, the right queer gay. Oh, hello. Hello, you look all gay today. Is that because it's nice weather? Oh, no, that's not what it means. Oh, have you got a girlfriend, Camp David, the right queer gay? No, but I've got a boyfriend. Oh, bye. Right. So there you go. We'll be hearing more from Camp David, the right queer gay, and
the
Holy
other
Fuck
one,
the funny
the other
little
one.
Chinaman. What? All right, Karl. Yeah. Is that your sort of humour? It might not be your sort of humour.
You just should have run it past me before you did it.
Yeah.
What one are you worried about in particular?
The not Camp David.
Well,
No.
say his name.
No.
Say his name.
I'm not
Which
doing
one?
that.
Well, I don't know
The
which
other
one you mean.
The Chinese fella.
Well, I forget who that was. What was his name? I can't remember.
Well, if you can't remember, it can't be that good, so we'll leave it. We won't do it again. Right?
Oh, ding dong.
Hang
Who's
on,
that?
who's this?
Oh, hello. Oh, look, it's David Gray, the bent piano player. Oh. All right.
I thought it was going to be Columbo. Playing with a joy. Ding dong.
My wife loves you. No. Hello. Oh, I don't believe it. Look who's turned
I
up,
can't
Karl.
believe it.
The weird thing is, Steve, right, that is like what I imagine Ricky's house being like when people are ringing the bell. Because they're all so different. It's got a little...
He's obsessed with all my friends being slightly different to each other. I've never understood it. He goes, there's no thread. There's no thread to them. All my mates have got a thread running through them. I was in literally after they walk out of the home.
Yeah.
But what do you mean my friends all different?
Well, that could be... It wouldn't surprise me if I was round there and the bell went, and I said, do you want me to get it? And he said, yeah, and I opened it, and it's,
What, holy fuck?
holy, yeah, he's at the door, right? And then I'd say he's busy, close the door, bell would go again, then you got the little gay fella,
David Gray.
yeah? And then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not really, no.
Because he's met some of my friends and he looks at them in a weird way. I mean, some of them are weird.
Years ago, husbands weren't allowed to sort of clout the wife with anything,
What was it like in the past?
I know,
You
yeah.
couldn't clout your missus.
with anything wider than your thumb.
The stick had to be the same, no bigger than your thumb.
And I was
So a bit-
thinking,
so a big
Robin
bloke-
could do no damage if he went out with anyone.
Yeah, although his is wide, he's got a little thumb like a little knob, isn't it? It's like it's truncated because it starts off normal. It looks like he's had his big toes put on his hands.
Does he have to drink a pint with two hands?
Yeah, yeah. And he's dropping stuff all the time.
Can I just go back to the rule of thumb thing, though? The idea, what date was this? I'm not asking Karl, I'm looking at Ricky, because you're not going to have any idea, Karl. It's just going to be the past.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that...
I think it's the same sort of day where, I don't know, you got hung for being homosexual and you could shoot
I
a
just love the
Welshman.
idea that there's blokes beating their wives with shovels, logs of wood, and someone's gone, hang on a minute, everyone,
Hold on,
this is
wait
crazy.
a minute. Let's have a look at your thumbs. What can we do?
Wait a minute. We've got to have some kind of rule here. I'm all for beating your wife, but let's have some kind of rule. Let's give him a sporting chance,
Yeah.
surely.
He goes, well, I'll tell you what about you can hit her with the width of your thumb? And the wife goes, make it the width of his knob. I go, no.
He
no.
slaps her again.
Yeah, yeah. Width of your thumb. All right. Better? Yeah.
You're wrong.
Ding dong.
Oh, here you are.
Oh, it's a fat fellow with lipstick. Hello. You're giving away a lot of, I mean, that, you're an enigma, Karl. I wouldn't give away your workings. I mean, because then everyone will be able to do it. And what you've got now is a gift that people can't really tap into. Do you know what I mean? See, that's what Lenny Henry and Chris Moyles' mistake. See, I've sort of worked out how they do their comedy, and I'm doing it now.
Sure.
Do you see what I mean? Now that, you know, I'm doing...
I think the only way that people would start to be able to replicate a lot of what Karl does is if maybe they had a severe blow to the head, or they were diving and they came up to the surface too quickly.
Ding dong. Oh, I'd like a severe blow. Oh, get lost, David.
Oh, let's have some adverts, quick. So this week, we're very lucky to have with us Russian pop act Tattoo. Round of applause for them. Hello. Lovely to have them here. Tattoo. Now then, of course, there's been much controversy that your kind of lesbian shtick is just something to try and whip up some press attention.
We are proper lesbians. We love fanny more than cock.
Okay, brilliant. And Tattoo, lovely to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Now then, you've got some live gigs, I understand, planned.
Yeah. Duh.
Okay. I can't help but notice that you sound, dare I say it, Tattoo, you don't sound so much Russian as German.
No, we cannot do the accent properly.
Okay. And, Tattoo, it's a joy to have you. Thanks for coming down.
Yes.
And finally, your lesbians would, for instance, either myself or Karl be able to convert you from your lesbian ways?
We like the muff so much that the knob is no good for us.
All right, well, thanks very much, Tattoo.
Yeah, thanks, Tattoo. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Yeah.
Next week, share.
Brilliant. So if you've got any guests, special guests you love us to interview, then let us know. Ricky.Gervais@xfm.co.uk.
And what's the weekend?
Play the jingle.
Chimpanzee that monkey news.
Excellent. A particularly aggressive jingle this week.
Wow.
Yeah, looking forward to this monkey news.
Karl.
Right.
Come on.
So, what's the name?
What?
We've done...
Sorry, what?
Brilliant.
We've done a lot of monkeys who, like, got involved in crime and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? We had the one on the train station, nicking a bag.
Yeah.
We had the one who went into a bank.
One. Who cares?
Went into a bank and walked out with the money and stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Didn't happen either. Next.
But the thing is, you never sort of found out what happened to them. If they sort of got worse, got more involved into crime
this
and
monkey
stuff.
news update.
That would be amazing.
Brilliant.
What they found out in India is...
Yeah.
They've got a prison. It's just for monkeys.
You mean wild animals? You mean
a zoo?
Yeah, a zoo or a kennel or something that where it's been it's gone mental or something.
No, it's a prison.
Yeah,
prison.
Is it? Does it have fraud cases?
It's got. It's
mainly sort of animals that are attacked things. Mainly violence, I bet. That's my
that and theft.
Say it again.
Stuff. Theft.
Say it again.
Theft.
Say it again.
Robbing.
No, let's go back to that word. We're going to keep doing it. We've got 6 minutes. You're going to say the word right before you go to Hastings.
Well, do you say it?
No, then you know how to say it.
Well, all right, Robin. Call it Robin.
Say it again, though.
So Who's Robin? Who's Robin?
So they've got this prison. Right?
This is extraordinary.
Say it again.
No, you're not going to say it?
Oh, go on then.
So they got a prison for them, right? And there's 11 of them in there, 11 monkeys.
Right.
That are in there for life. Because that's... I think there's one just got out on parole, right?
No time off.
But there's 11. I'll give you the bit of paper because I thought this was...
Weird. You thought it was a bit weird.
Now, Karl, what are they in there for then? Because, I mean, they're in there for life, so I'm assuming it's murder, is it? Premeditated murder? They're not crime bosses, are they? They're not...
Are they the
prostitution and gambling?
Are you sure they're not just the pawns and the head sort of like orangutans up a tree going, remember, you don't know me. You're on your own.
If I go down, you're all coming with me.
You take some of your gorillas down there and sort him out.
Oh, the great banana robbery.
It's not.
I wonder if they get them.
Right, go on then.
Okay, let me see. Now, I don't know what source this is, as ever.
Is it the back of a fag packet found in a toilet?
Well, no, I mean, someone's clearly... If this is nonsense, then someone's clearly gone to a lot of effort, because it does open with the headline, Parole Unlikely for Inmates of Monkey Prison.
Yeah!
Officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail. Officials? Now, what kind of people work at a monkey jail? Where do you work? It says officials say 11 inmates at India's only monkey jail are unlikely to ever be released. The prison in Patiala houses monkeys apprehended by game wardens in Punjab state for thieving and attacking people. The Daily Telegraph reports how the monkeys at the prison in Montebello snarl and glare at visitors from their heavily barred cages. 2 monkeys were released a year ago after exhibiting good behaviour for 18 months in the jail. They have remained out of trouble. Prison can work, that's good.
So
all
basically,
11 monkeys.
they were aggressive wild animals that were taken away from the public for their own good.
And robbing and that.
Wildlife officials believe part of the problem has been caused by thieves training monkeys to help them. Lorry drivers training monkeys as guards for vehicles, and itinerant entertainers using ill-treated monkeys as part of their act.
It's the monkey that takes the rap.
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
That is awful. They didn't know what they were doing, did they?
Oh, so there you go.
What do you think of that, though, Karl? What would if you could visit them, like Lord Longford or something? What would you say to them? You go there and you get a visit a week or something. You know.
So can you get us a video? Alright.
Do they get conjugal rights?
Do you reckon? You wouldn't be interested in that, though, would you?
They get what?
Would you be happy to give them their conjugal rights?
Yeah, would you?
Fair enough.
Alright.
Off to Hastings.
Off you
So,
go.
yeah. I'm always educating. I'm always telling you about stuff that I learn about and that.
That you get off hand and know.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
I'm loving it already.
No, right. There's a shadow. I think it was in America.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston. That's what I imagine.
Okay.
Right.
No.
Somewhere like Boston. And people at night used to see this shadow moving about. And they'd go, what's that? Right. And it got known, the town, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems.
What are you talking about?
Well, it was like,
You lost me.
What are you talking about?
do you know, like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness Monster and that, but it doesn't cause any.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cause any problems.
It doesn't exist. Go on.
Right. So there's this shadow walking about on the road. And,
What do you mean? No, what's he again? Rubbish.
Right. So he's walking
Nonsense.
about.
Where did you read this? Where did you
He's
see
walking
this?
about. This was on the internet, and
Oh,
I'm sure,
sorry. Sorry.
Right.
I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
right. So this shadow is moving about, and
Independently of an object.
yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it's
Is
just
it causing any problems?
Yeah, go on.
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see, that's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the city.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What did
around
it do?
on
What did it
Roman
do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease
oh,
them.
you're a maniac.
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for
Please
educating.
never have children.
Right, listen.
You're
Just promise me now you'll never have kids.
Like when you're born, you're a little baby, wrinkly and stuff. When you get older, you sort of morph into a baby again. And you go through the same phases. So when you're young, you buy singles. You get old, you got nothing to do all day. You got all your pension money. What will I buy? Cliff Richard's on the telly. Here's my video, buy me song.
You see, that started off as quite a sensible point, because I actually think they do it. But what was all that alien stuff about when you're born, you go wrinkly and you go wrinkly again? Sometimes you mix like normal things that human beings say with I don't know what.
Well, look, when you're a baby, you've got a little bald head, no teeth. You get old. What happens?
Are you a philosopher? You're an official philosopher. Because, I mean, it sounds like it. Oh, Karl, play a record. You're a gem. You're a diamond.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. There's this monkey, right?
Yeah.
And it had been, do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14, this monkey. It's called Matty, right? Goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean home?
Just like just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so zoo.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, you know...
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
Yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So he gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags. It's having a drink at night and all this, right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here. It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
Well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So he's having a fag. He's drinking a lovely glass of Bang Rock Station.
Yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life. It's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along,
Oh
no.
Trouble's brewing.
Go on.
right? That comes in. Something said. Right, forget it then. Forget it. No, forget it. Yeah, but it's all the time. It's not just. I mean, you haven't done that with me, taking your clothes off and that yet. But like last night, we were sat in the pub and I was saying, right, you know, let's not even worry about new features then. Let's get the current ones, you know, going.
Like
getting
what?
Good. Like the one that I was trying to work out, the cheeky freak of the week.
Think of that!
Yeah, but I was
Think of
saying,
that, though, as a normal conversation.
yeah, but I'd looked online, right? I didn't find that much. I found, actually, I'll tell you what I found later. Brilliant. We're looking for them, right? And then at one point, I think you said to me, go and, you know, what about the Guinness Book of Records?
Yeah,
you know, they'll have, like,
yeah.
the best freak in the world or whatever.
Yeah, ever.
So I said, yeah, bring one in. Now, you've got one at home.
Yeah, I got a
But you
couple.
couldn't be bothered carrying that in today, so I had to go out of the pub that I was at,
Yeah.
nip into Borders,
Yeah.
buy a Guinness Book of Records,
Yeah.
out of my own money, $18.99,
Yeah.
bring it back, and then you said, I don't know if I want to do this feature. So it cost me 20 quid for that. I had to buy a video for Silence of the Lambs film clip. I'm actually out of pocket at the end of this.
But do you want to work with me is the thing. If you want to work with... people would pay that sort of money to work with me, Karl. You're a lucky bloke. Think how many people think, Karl, he gets to drink and sit.
Yeah.
Well, you making a cup of tea and I surprised, didn't I? Little surprises.
You know, last night, do you know when I left the pub in a bit of a mood because
Yeah.
I was just fed up with not getting anything done?
Yeah.
Walking down the road, I was thinking, how can I get out of this? How can I stop having to work with them? I'm thinking, I wonder if I leave, I wonder if they'll be funny and they'll go, and then my boss will be giving me stick. I'm thinking, how much notice have I got to give out? And all this is going through my mind. I'm walking home and I got in, said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. And I was like, yeah, but how big does the kitchen need to be? I was saying, do we need a big kitchen? Can we get a small one? Have we got enough for a small kitchen? Do we need so many cupboards? Can we just have wood instead of steel? All this, trying to get out of doing this.
Yeah. It's always just, I always feel like, you know, because I like to think that I'm not perhaps as bad as him.
Yeah,
You
no.
annoy me in different ways.
Like what? How does he annoy you?
Well, stuff that, you know, I come up with ideas, say cheap as chimps.
Yeah.
And Karl Pilkington with his brand new show, What's the Song?
What song am I thinking?
No, I mean...
You're nervous about this, aren't you, Rick?
I am.
You're worried.
Well, because I've heard some of these clues before. And they're ramblings... Sometimes they're close to ramblings of a fool. Right? And it really is like those, what am I thinking?
Yeah. I don't know, though. I actually was genuinely impressed by Born Sleepy. I have to give him the benefit
That's
of
one of the
doubt
better
there.
ones.
Because
Because that was short, sweet, and it worked.
some of these, you say they're not going to be quite as pissy.
Some of them are like Emily Bronte novels. Now listen, we're just going to go for it then. You do it, and we just get people to call up because I want to see the general public's confusion trying to work out.
Well, why don't you give us your next clue, and then we'll play a track, and then we'll hopefully have people on the line after the track to try and answer it, and you can recap briefly. So give us your clue now for what song am I thinking of?
Right, this one, it's about a woman. And she's just normal, nothing wrong with her. Or so she thinks, right?
But there's the twist. Is this like the Tales of the Unexpected?
And she's got like, you know, she's got her mates and she's having a normal life, having a good time and that. And then this thing happens, right? And she starts to stink. And she can't have a bath, right? And she really wants to have a bath. She's dead sweaty and stuff. She's going about her daily stuff. She can do everything else normal. She can eat, she can talk, everything. But for some reason, she can't have a bath.
Is there a coal mining husband in the bath?
Yeah. Is this Born Stinky?
She can't have a bath.
So a woman can't have a bath.
Yeah.
Even the rest of her
Or a
life.
shower. She can't.
Okay, leave it there, Rick. Don't try and guess. It's not for us to guess.
The general public can phone up and ask questions, so I just
I'm
go
not sure
for
they
it.
can they?
I
you
think
just
so.
have to guess.
Otherwise, we don't want just people just phoning
Well,
up and
I'll tell
getting
you what,
it.
why about this? Why don't they can ask one question?
Yeah.
They can ask one question of Karl, then they have to make a guess.
Okay.
08700 800 1234.
Have we got someone on the line now?
We'll just
So
go
let's do it.
for
Let's
it.
go for one. Let's go for one.
yeah.
This
I'm
is
excited.
edgy radio.
This is
Letting Karl
dynamite stuff.
Right,
live. Go on.
Hello, XFM.
Hello, I'm ringing about what's the song?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Well, I'm going for Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
See, that works.
That's a great guess.
It does. Yeah, but it doesn't work because why can't she have a bath?
Okay, so the answer is
that's what
in
I was
there.
going to ask you.
Well, that's your one question.
That'd be the answer.
That would be the answer, I'm afraid. What was your name?
Shelley.
Shelley, thanks very much.
Shelley,
I'm afraid
I should tell you that, that you should never take this personally because no one can really get into the mind of Karl. So don't beat yourself up about this. I don't expect anyone to get these clues.
No.
So well done. That
good
is
guess.
a fine guess.
A strong
Thank you.
guess.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
Let's hello, XFM.
Who's that on the line?
It's Chris.
Hello, Chris. A question for Karl? Before you give us your guess?
I haven't thought of a really good question or anything yet.
You just want to go for the guess?
No, what I thought was, I'm sure Simon Mayo used to do this when he did the breakfast show on Radio 1 years ago.
No, it didn't.
So you've just pinched this idea, Karl?
If you're going to rip someone off, Karl, do not rip off Simon Mayo.
I haven't ripped this off. I thought this was a new idea. I was going to do it with sound effects instead, but that's
Yeah, he used to do that, and he used to get his team to play other characters. In the
You
story.
idiot.
Well, no, hang on.
Not you, Chris. I'm saying you idiot to Karl.
Yeah, but nothing's new anyway, is it? So I'm not getting annoyed about it.
Very true.
What do you think the answer is?
Is it Cornflake Girl by Tonny Amos?
Good answer. She couldn't have a bath because she'd go all
She goes
floppy
sloppy
and
and
that.
then go down the plug hole.
Good answer.
She's all soggy. Yeah.
So
It's not, is it Cornflake Girl?
No, it's not, but
That's a great answer.
It could have been.
All right. Okay.
You're already seeing the error of this, aren't you?
I think this is great radio. I'm
know.
really hooked on this. I'm
But
genuinely excited
This
now.
is really like that. Those so-called lateral thinkers. A man got into a field and dies. Why?
Yeah.
He ran out of air. No,
Yeah.
not the one I'm
He
thinking
was
of.
shot. No.
Yeah,
That was a good answer,
Well,
but
couldn't Simon Mayo sue you or something for doing it?
Will you stop? Don't mention that.
yeah.
Listen, I think if you're going to steal ideas from someone, it should be a brain box like Mayo. I mean, he's the man who's
The only
doing it.
example of one I can ever remember hearing in his show, because I was quite young then, was some people were pretending to tap someone's phone or something, and then they got caught, and the answer was just bugging by whistle, because they were
Genius.
That was absolute genius.
That's
Yeah.
absolute genius.
See,
Chris, we're gonna-
I don't know
Karl,
if
that's the sort of
Karl's ever
standard
done
you've got to
that.
come up against.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris.
the phone lines are hot.
hello, XFM.
Hi, is it Candy Perfume Girl?
Is it what?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Candy Perfume Girl?
Yeah,
Candy Perfume Girl.
Is it? Well, who's that by?
Madonna.
No, it's
That sounds like an obscure album track.
No,
Wow.
it's one of her songs.
just
That
think
is it.
about it. She stinks and everything. She's a normal life. I didn't say she was a sweet or anything. But for some reason she can't have a bath or
Is
a
this
shower.
a big song? Just to give him a clue.
It's a bigger song than Candy Sweet Girl.
Thank you
was
very
a
much
single.
indeed for your guess. It really is
Thank
right.
you. Cheers. Sorry.
We
Okay, one more, then we go to a record. Come on.
Okay.
Go on. Hello, XFM.
Karl,
Yeah.
is it High and Dry by Radiohead?
High and dry.
High and dry. Now that's great. She smells, which is another word for high. She's dry because she doesn't have a shower. Karl, if it isn't that, yours will never be as good as that. He's the winner. Whatever you're thinking of, that clue is brilliant. What's your name, mate?
It's Richie.
Richard. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a bit too lateral.
Don't be stupid. It's perfect. He's made yours into a clever clue. He's made high, she smells, dry, she never gets in the bath or shower. It's not that, is it, Karl?
No, it's
You
not.
don't even get that, do you?
Not
Have
really.
you ever heard of the word high being used to mean sort of smelly?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
That was where you went wrong there, mate.
Richard, I'm declaring you the winner, even though that isn't the
I
answer.
don't think
Thank
we
you.
should give up this early.
Can we
Rick.
just
What?
let's play a song and,
Let's play a
and
song.
give it one more chance because
Yeah.
if people think about it, it is really easy.
I'm not going to find out the answer now because I've got to go out.
Okay, we'll do it very quickly. Stay in for 10 minutes.
We're just going to play a new
Okay.
Coldplay track out.
Okay, let's hear
Brilliant.
Coldplay and then we'll come
Cheers.
back with this. Karl, it was you that worked out the maths and worked out I was 28 because they just worked out I'm 27.
You are 27.
No way.
Yeah, I asked you, didn't I? And I said,
Because, no, but what I sort of questioned was, I said, well, if you're 27 today, that means last week you were 26.
well done, yeah. That's irrelevant. So therefore you assumed that I must be 28 then?
Yeah.
Whereas I assumed you were using, your knowledge of maths, such as it is.
I wouldn't do that.
No, sure.
Wow. I actually got lost in that conversation because I genuinely didn't know what he meant would mean last week you were 26. I don't know what that meant.
I don't know what it meant.
Wow. Well, it is Steve's birthday.
But he would have been 26 last week.
Sometimes you genuinely frighten me because it's those staring eyes. There's nothing behind him. It's this little bald head. Looks like Davros looking at me. Genuine fear on his face when he enters into a conversation with another human being.
What bit don't you understand? If he's 27 today, he would have been 26 last week, and he doesn't look 26. He didn't look 26 last week. He looks older than 28 today.
You've started on his birthday. You're still having a go at him.
Carl, I don't look like the kind of hot stud that I actually am, but face facts, that's the truth, mate.
Yeah, live with it.
Get with the programme, jeez.
Well, let's have a little bit of cake.
Okay, oh, that's appropriate.
See what
birthday. But you mean the band, don't
Yeah.
you? Not the cake. You haven't actually bought a cake, have you? Got anything at all? How did you meet your girlfriend?
Through work.
What, through her work? What, you phoned up and said
We worked at the same place.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're quite an enigma, aren't you? Could you give us more on that?
At work. You met her at work. What, she came in selling sandwiches? She was going through the bins outside. What do you mean you met her
Why
at
are you
work?
having an attack on me? You're the one who's sad and lonely.
Oh, he's done you again.
Yeah, but what I thought was interesting was I just scratched at him and he just went mental.
Yeah, no,
it's like
but
a bear caught in a trap.
It's funny, isn't it? Now, people come up to me and they say, "Is Karl for real?" And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, they want to say, is he that stupid?" And the answer is yes, right? Some people think that he's putting on. Some people think that he's a character that we've invented, like we've got an actor in, like he's a Gareth Keenan or a Tim or something. And I go,
that
no.
we've scripted.
Exactly, yeah. No, he's absolutely real, aren't you, Karl? I go, where did he come from? Well, just to tell the story, we came here and, I was much too important to run the desk myself this time round. So they just gave us a tea boy.
Steve came in with you, I remember that.
Yeah. Why do you remember that?
Well, Steve knows, I don't want to keep going over it, but it's just the way he looks. It's just
Were you taken aback?
a little bit.
Yeah. Right. And he's just developed into my favourite thing. I also said that you get bored with, like, battling tops or, pets sometimes. I mean, I love my cat, but he's not as,
Colin.
my cat. Yeah.
Colin.
Actually, Carl's away next week. Is he available to run the desk?
No, well, he's actually not as intelligent as Karl, and that's the truth. He's not, he's
marginally.
Yeah, but and then in the week, he's like one of those little Tamagotchi toys, Karl, because I have to phone him every day and keep his interest up.
Yeah.
Like I'd give him an interesting fact. And, I got a book out and I found out I'd call Karl like that. And I thought this was a great fact, right? A 2-day-old gazelle can run faster than a racehorse. Right? I thought that was incredible.
Sure.
Okay. So I phoned him up, I said, a 2-day-old gazelle can run faster than a racehorse. He went, what does it do after that? I went, what? He said, well, how fast can it run when it's adult? I went, well, even faster. He went, oh, I thought it could just do it then, but then it sort of lost it. I went, what are you talking about? I went, that's incredible. A 2-day-old gazelle can run. He went, well, no, that's what they do. I went, what? He went, that's what they do, isn't it? I went, what do you mean? It's 2 days old. Right? He went, yeah, but a 1-day-old fly can fly. I'm 30 and I can't fly. It's not what I do. Right? And I went, right. He went, a jellyfish can hold its breath underwater for hours. I went, it doesn't hold its breath, does it? It hasn't got lungs. So he went, what? I know I had him. He went, what do you mean? I said, well, they don't breathe, do they? He went, what do they do? I went, well, they get oxygen directly from the water via osmosis straight into their cells. And it just went quiet. And I went, a 2-day-old gazelle? And he went, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
He was just thinking about the jellyfish.
Yeah, I know.
He was looking up osmosis, and then he was thinking about the jellyfish.
But I just think, if Bambi's anything to go by, this little gazelle spends a whole day trying to stand, and the next day it enters the derby. And you don't think that's incredible?
Yeah. See, you know the sort of things I find incredible.
Go on.
Mirrors. Shiny objects.
Kettles. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, listen, remember the time when I tell you about the baby that had a baby?
The baby that had a baby.
The baby that had a baby?
Yeah.
It's happened again.
No, it hasn't.
Well, it didn't happen the first time.
It was in the papers, I think, on Monday, in all the tabloids.
So it's a twin where one has grown and the other one is still at a fetal level.
No, it wasn't, though. It had grown. He was saying to his mum...
Who was saying to his mum?
The little kid who was 7 years old. And he kept saying... Yeah. Yeah, he was pregnant.
And he was pregnant?
Yeah. I know.
What do you mean?
And he was saying to his mum, "Oh God, I don't feel well," and like his belly was all swollen, and they thought he'd just been eating cake or whatever. And he was saying, "I can feel something moving about," and they were like, "Stop messing about. There's nothing wrong with you." Eventually, I think he was in gym at school.
In gym? What? Jim was pregnant with him? Oh no, it was like a Russian doll.
He was at school, right? Just about to do sit-ups or whatever they do at school.
Yeah.
Right? And
flew out across the room.
Teacher goes, "You're a bit fat."
You look a bit pregnant.
And so best to the doctors took him. Said, "You're 7 years pregnant," or something like that.
What?
What? Or something like that?
You're 7 years pregnant.
Or something like that.
You say to the doctor, Karl, why don't you think about what you say before you say it?
See the reaction I get. Now the gazelle, I didn't get excited like that.
7 years pregnant.
Send it in. If someone's online at the moment, just having a look around, it happened on Monday or Tuesday. Because I told you at the pub quiz, didn't I, Steve? I said to you, I know the baby's had a baby.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I just thought you were talking nonsense as ever.
Well, we'll find out.
You're 7 years pregnant.
Yeah.
You're a fool. Play a record.
Well, we've still got stuff coming up.
Monkey News?
Rockbusters answers. We'll have to get that out of the way soon, because we've got
What else there? Have we got a cheeky freak of the week?
Yeah.
Brilliant. America by Simon and Garfunkel on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, and I understand I'm about to read my words, Steve.
Well, once again, there's always someone, and it looks like it's Mike Lamb who has come to Karl's rescue.
Lambo's let me down then.
Doctors have removed a 4-pound baby boy from the stomach of his 7-year-old twin brother.
Yeah.
Alan Jan Niamatilev was
yeah.
born with the freak fetus growing inside him. For 7 years, it lived like a parasite until a school doctor became alarmed about Alan Jan's bulging tummy and took him to hospital. Surgeons who gave him a scan operated immediately, unaware that the baby was attached to the boy's blood vessels and still alive. They saved Alan Jan from certain death, but knew the 8-inch fetus was doomed. So there we are. Boy pregnant with his own twin brother by Barbara Davis. That was in the Mirror, apparently. So I've read on, and all the facts are right.
I'll tell you what, something else you can have for free.
Go on.
Another sort of freaky thing, right? I was watching this programme in the week. Right?
What?
I don't know what it was. But it was about, I just saw this little fella on it, right?
What do you mean, little fella?
He was doing this history thing.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, is this he's found out that a Viking was a bit like him?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
He was boneless or something, or he's...
Well, that's the weird thing. What do you think of that, Steve?
He's what? He's boneless?
No, he was called Harry the Boneless or something.
Yeah, but you know what you're going to get there, don't you? That's what I mean. I always have a name, Elephant Man, you know. Harry the Boneless. Where is he? You know what I mean?
I'm meeting someone, waiter, what's his name? He's called Harry the Boneless. He's over there flapping around. Yeah. He's over there in the bucket, having noodles.
That's what I mean. But, do you reckon you could do that? Do you reckon you could have your bones taken out?
I love talking to him! He's brilliant, it's like talking to a 5-year-old.
I was asking Suzanne when she was watching it, and she was like, ask me later.
Yeah, brilliant.
She wanted to know about,
What did you said? You were watching this programme about history, right? About Vikings.
Like
you turned to your girlfriend and said, do you reckon you could have your bones taken out? Yeah. I love that. I mean, that is why you are my favourite thing.
What do you mean you think you can have your bones taken out? Firstly, why would you have your bones taken out?
If you've only got a small flat or something, and there isn't much room.
Yeah.
Right? And what I mean is, would all your organs still do the stuff?
No, they wouldn't.
You'd just be mush.
Listen, I'll teach you something now, right? The skeleton, right? Spam. Yeah? Support, movement, anchorage. No, support, protection, anchorage, movement. Spam. That's what the bones do. Yeah? You couldn't stand up. You wouldn't be protected because they protect his rib cage, skull, of course. Anchorage, everything holds onto it. Every muscle is tethered to pull against something, like a crane, a pulley system, so you wouldn't be able to move at all. Do you know what I mean? So you'd be in a bucket. There'd be you'd die immediately, obviously. No, you can't have your bones taken out, Karl. I mean, why do you need to ask that question?
Sorry, but Boneless Bob, or whatever his name was. Harry the Boneless. he presumably didn't have any bones. I mean, that's why he had that name, obviously.
No, he did.
No, I've had an email here from Graham, Old Kent Road. He just says, I had a dream about Karl last night. I had a dream about Karl last night. Can I sue? I've no idea what he looks like apart from the baldness, and yet he turns up in the middle of my dream. I don't need this. It's harassment.
Yeah.
But people are having dreams about you now, Karl. You actually, it's like you're one of something that was created by the Brothers Grimm.
I had a dream. You know when people used to have anxiety dreams, they had like exam or something, like you suddenly go to school and you realised, oh my God, you didn't have your trousers on, or I had an anxiety dream. I assume we started off in anxiety dream about the office, about filming The Office, and we had to film in HMV, but someone hadn't cleared it, and so we had to find an R price. And I went, oh, okay, that'll do. And as I was walking there, right, I didn't have any shoes on, which is like an anxiety dream, but I looked down and I went, so what?
Yeah.
So I'm so lazy now, I think even anxiety dreams don't kick into me.
I'm not sure that's a dream. I think that's just a memory. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you
turned up with the film in The Office.
Yeah, with no shoes.
We don't need shoes.
When we were originally doing the pilot for the very first series, obviously Ricky's the main character, he's in it all the time. It's obviously important, this is our big chance to get something made for TV, you know, it's going to launch our careers. And I turn up on the Monday, he's twisted his ankle. He has to be wheeled around in a wheelchair because he went out jogging, stepped on a tin can in the street and fell over.
Who left that there?
Like a 40-year-old man with brittle bone disease. He just twisted his ankle and he was out of action. It was pathetic.
Yeah, that was the pilot.
Absolutely pathetic.
But I still turned up, Karl. That's the sort of trooper I am.
Well, yeah, but you moaned the whole week.
Well, it hurt.
Well,
I didn't like having to go around in a wheelchair, did I? It's not pleasant, you know, but in a weird way, it taught me all the problems.
Do you have anxiety dreams, Karl? Do you ever lie awake worrying about stuff?
Because I have a lot going on in my head.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
What do you do, rent it out to people?
Is it two monkeys swinging in a tie at the moment?
Yeah.
I just don't have that many dreams.
No.
I love that. I love that you don't have that many dreams. Well, you haven't had a decent night's sleep since you were 14, according to you.
12.
Really?
Yeah, so I
know what you meant. I know what you mean though now, when sometimes you're so tired, because I'd forgotten that. You're so tired and you think, well, I'm so glad I don't have to go out tonight. I'm going to go and just lay on the couch and then go to bed. Yeah.
Have you had one, Steve?
Anxiety dreams, I do have them periodically, yeah. It used to be a lot of, you know, things like running to get to school in time, but, you know, suddenly your feet are running in treacle and you can hear the school bell and you
I haven't had them for years. I just haven't had an anxiety dream for years and years and years. Yeah, don't know. I just don't care.
No, you just genuinely don't care about anything. This is the problem. You've just got to a point now where nothing bothers you, really. It's like you're just too lazy and disinterested in anything. This show, your career, my career, Karl.
No, I never give up on Karl. So, Karl.
I've never bought a suit since I was like 11, right? I went to my brother's wedding. That's the last time I wore a suit.
No, but it's like how when I went to the BAFTAs with you, and I wasn't really enjoying it, you were like...
What?
No,
you
didn't
are
tell
such
us
an
this.
ungrateful...
There are so many people.
You're like a little charity case. You're like... Oh,
I
God.
had chicks queuing up around the block.
You'd usually have to... someone like you would have to write to Jim or Fix It or Esther Ranson to get them to meet us sort of people. And now it's on your doorstep.
I'm amazed that you didn't enjoy it. Why didn't you enjoy it? You got to walk down the red carpet. You went in. There was George Best, one of your footballing heroes, was there. A load of other big names. You sat there in prime position. You came backstage with a load of other big names. Hey, you had a lovely bit of grub.
You were filming this thing for the DVD you were making. That's you, a cameraman on our DVD. And yet you think, now you look grumpy because you had a couple of pints and I can't believe
So
it.
tell us why you didn't enjoy it, because the ceremony, what didn't you enjoy about that? It was interminable, wasn't it?
Far too long.
Wasn't it awful?
3
boring.
hours.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say something.
Really?
Sorry.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose for you two, at least, you know, you were going to get something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like, I mean, I've never graduated or anything, so...
Have you not?
I'm trying to think of a situation. Basically, I sat there for 3 hours knowing that I'm not going to get anything out of the night.
Yeah.
Right? Now...
Sorry, when we invited you and you said yes, did you think you were up for an award?
No. I thought we were going to be sat round tables having a nice bit of food whilst people are going up there winning awards. Yeah. But 3 hours of the same thing over and over again. I mean, if a film's 3 hours in the cinema, you go, well, it's long, but, you know, I wonder how it's going to end. Yeah. But this was just like the same thing over and over again. Some guy going up, thanks a lot, cheers for the bit of brass. And then going down, sitting down, the same thing over and over again. Honestly, right, I'd say it was one of the worst things I've ever had to do. I enjoyed the night afterwards when we did have a bit of lamb and a nice bit of veg and that. That was all right, and I went home and I was happy, and I got the little freebie bag that you're talking about that we're giving away. Yeah. Which wasn't much good stuff in it.
Oh, all right.
Right.
No,
what would you have done on that Saturday night?
Suzanne
what would you have done or the Sunday night rather? What would you have done had you been at home?
I would have stayed in with Suzanne, right, watching telly, having a nice bit of pate on toast or something, cup of tea, watching 24. But instead, I had to buy an expensive suit, so I didn't show you up. Right?
Yeah. How much did you spend on your suit?
Well, in total, right, because, the shoes and the suit and the shirt and the tie, it was about 600 quid.
That's the most expensive evening ever.
And that's what I'm saying to you. And the daft thing is, it's dark in there. I don't know why you've got to wear a nice suit.
You can't wear a tracksuit, for goodness sake.
It's dark in there.
No, just the shirt and that. It doesn't make you a better person wearing a suit.
No, doesn't make you a better person, no.
We're not claiming it made you a better person.
No, but that annoyed me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an experience, isn't it? That's why I went, because you think, if I didn't go, if I would have said to you when you invited me, no, Steve, I don't want to go, then I would have never known, right? Yeah. And that's my sort of thing in life, right? Yeah. If something comes up, you should take it, even if you're not going to like it. It's a bit of an experience.
Right.
Do you know what he said to me? I phoned him up because we had to meet up. And obviously he had to pose as my gay lover.
Yeah.
To get in, right?
Yeah.
He phoned, you said something to me like, I bought a suit, I'm looking good. He said, I'm looking good. People will think, how on earth did he end up with that good-looking guy?
So he got into the role.
That was what he said to me.
He started getting into it.
Such an insight.
Fair record.
I just must say that we've had an email from Darryl Foss. Lots of people have emailed in and say, well done on the BAFTAs and well done on your Room 101. They really liked that.
Thank you.
There's one guy, Darryl says, Ricky, has your dad only got one D-Mob suit? Because I don't know if you noticed, but Ricky wears the same suit every single time he appears on TV because he spent a fortune on it getting it tailor-made.
I've only got one.
It's a good suit, and
I
he wears it all the time.
And it's winter as well. It's like a pure wool, so I'm sweating everywhere I go. Anyway, usually it's too much cheese.
I won't be buying another.
Huh?
I won't be buying another one.
Ever.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Suzanne told me today, right, because I've handed it in today to have the trousers turned up a bit.
Why?
Because it was a bit of a bodge job for the night.
Yeah.
Right.
It was just some pins sort of holding it up the other night, but you didn't notice, and I didn't tell you because I thought you'd be getting on the stage and saying, "Look at that freak over there with his pants hemmed up." But I took it to the place to get it done. Suzanne tells me that I'm going to start shrinking now and getting to that age where you start going small.